Hey there, besties. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. I haven't even charged this in a while. When did I use this? On the weekend? Shout out to y'all. Happy Tuesday. I got no time for the long intro. I got a headache and I'm ready to go to sleep. So let's go ahead and start the show, and shout out to Team Replay. If you ain't here when it happened, replay it, okay? But shout out to those that are here. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Y'all, I have no idea who these people are. Yada, yada, and yada. I don't know who these people are. Shout out to Fa, though, for keeping me informed, because he's like the new Derek, or the a Derek Jackson, a Ace Metaphor. I'm like, I ain't heard of him. Oh, he give women this crazy advice. I said, oh, so typical Tuesday. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So we're going to go over whoever the hell these people are, because now all of a sudden, again, there's some biatch talking about she was abused, child. I can't take it. I cannot take it. How are y'all so damn smart and so dumb at the same damn time? You're giving me a headache. How? Why are these biatches so damn smart and so damn dumb at the same time? You need to have empathy and sympathy for DV victims. No, I don't. Because I don't believe these people are real DV victims, because it seems like from the little bit that I've looked at, she was riding right along with everything. She was willingly allowing people to give their money to him, and she ain't say nothing. Allegedly. We'll find out, I guess. But she wasn't worrying about saying nothing to nobody to stop none of them women from giving up any of the money that they gave up. And these biatches will be the same ones feeling sorry for. The world is topsy-turvy right now, all right? The world is topsy-turvy right now, and I don't see it changing anytime soon, because women are a hot damn mess. I said that, I meant that. They ain't shit, ain't good for shit, ain't doing shit, but causing chaos all over the United States of America. Probably the world, but I only live in the United States of America. I try to put on my Make America Great Again hat, but it looked weird, so I ain't wear it. I'll try again tomorrow. That thing is like a bucket. It's so big. Maybe tomorrow. Because I will never vote for another Democrat again. It's on record. I will never vote for another Democrat ever again in my life. Ever. These people crazy. They are to blame for all this foolishness, with everybody thinking that they now. If you didn't see the Keisha video, y'all better go watch that video. That if you didn't see it last night, we talked about it last night. I had a late stream after Jeff's stream because I saw, y'all, in this topsy-turvy world, I saw where not all of them, but some of these black women now all of a sudden are saying, oh my God, Carmelo's girlfriend was not black. Really? Are your eyes broke too? Child, you didn't know that when you first saw her? I'm just waiting for him to say, where the Asians at for Nolan? Really? Are y'all eyes broken too? Child, no wonder y'all's kids is dumb, because y'all dumb. Y'all dumb as boxes of rocks too. You the head rock. You the head dumb ass rock. Y'all sitting up here saying this shit, talking about, I be washing my hands of them once I find out they don't date black women, but not Carmelo. Oh yeah? Too invested? Bringing a lot in for you, so now you don't want to give it up? I ain't naming no names, but I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about. The point is that y'all always, women, of course, I'm talking about black women, run out there because you think that you're the savior of everybody and everything, and you can't even save your damn selves. You ruining shit for the rest of the community. You don't listen to nobody else. Why is it not time for somebody else to start talking and they start listening? Y'all still listening to punk ass Al and Ben, Rolly, and all the rest of them. It's time for you old MFers to move on, and all these wrong MFers to move on, and all these other people who can't even be unbiased to move on. You think they're going to move on? That's fine. You ain't got to move on, but you ain't telling me what I'm going to be able to say over here. You call me all the names that you want. I'm going to start calling names back, you black bitches. Yes, I said that. Because what we not going to do is say that you got all the answers and y'all out here talking about when I find out that they don't date black women. What kind of mess is that? You either are pro-black or you're not. You either support blacks or you don't. Oh, so it's only dependent upon how you feel, woman. LTMs. Oh, that's what it is. So then you're really not pro-black. Y'all, we down for black, 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 black. Well, I already knew the way that you talk about me. That already tells me everything I need to know. You're not pro-black. You're pro, do what I say. You're pro, you have to follow my program. You're pro-Democrat. You're pro-liberal, progressive, crazy, women, feminist, misandrist. That's what y'all are. You don't have to admit it. I know what it is. It's been clear and obvious for those with a brain. Then you want to put it off as black. No, it's pro-crazy. It's pro-women, feminism, misandry, then maybe you get some black down here, then it's Democrat. Hell, Democrat might come before black, actually. Liberal, progressive, DSA, all of it, shit, all of it. And if y'all ain't got a clue at this point that them MFers, first of all, are full of shit. They are making life miserable and difficult for everybody, but specifically, who's always disproportionately affected? Child, y'all probably watch that Keisha video and say, look at that white woman, yay! And 2 seconds later, white people are all racist. Y'all don't even see your hypocrisy with that shit. All you see is black and white when there's all these other people out here, but all you see is white people. Y'all always worrying about white people. What they doing, what they say, and then say, they always trying to copy us. I think it's the other way around. I think it's the other way around. Shout out to the blonde hair. Child, I have had enough. I have had enough. And what you just sent me, Reaper, it wasn't on the list, but I might as well bring it up. But let me give you some bad news first. All right. We have to talk about Dolly Parton. Rest in peace to Dolly Parton. If you're not a fan, that's fine. I'm not saying that I'm the biggest fan of Dolly Parton, but I know who she is. I know that her breasts were definitely bigger than mine, but I could relate from that perspective. And then the movie 9 to 5, I love that movie. I was probably too young to understand what was going on, but I love that movie. I love the song with Kenny Rogers. I love me some Kenny Rogers. And she sang I Will Always Love You and wrote it. One of Whitney's, is that Whitney's biggest hit is I Will Always Love You? Great song. But so Dolly Parton died today, 80 years old. Shout out to Philly Boy for the poop. Let's go ahead and take a listen to ABC News.
This is an ABC News special report.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We're interrupting your regular programming and coming on the air because legendary actress, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur Dolly Parton has passed away at the age of 80. Her achievements reaching far beyond her humble country roots. Parton was known as the Queen of Country, her career spanning more than 6 decades, including 50 albums. She won 11 Grammys, 3 Emmys, and received 2 Oscar nominations. She was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and at the Kennedy Center Honors in 2006. Born in a 2-room log cabin in 1946 in rural Tennessee.
Damn, Dolly, you have come a long way, child. That look like a little boy.
The fourth of 12 children, Parton would write about growing up dirt poor. She began performing as a child and moved to Nashville the day after she graduated from high school. She quickly found success, too, breaking into the country top 10 in 1966. So many of her hits, like Joshua, Here You Come Again, and Jolene, now part of the fabric of the American songbook. And branching out to Hollywood with 9 to 5, which later became a Broadway musical. Throughout her life, Parton was a dedicated philanthropist. Her literacy program, Dolly's Imagination.
Yeah, she helped out a lot of colors, whether you colors want to acknowledge it or not.
Library. Well, it's mailed out millions of books to children all over the world over the decades. And during the pandemic, she gave $1 million to Vanderbilt University Medical Center's research efforts and encouraged others who could, well, make similar donations. Dolly Parton leaves a lasting impact on American music and all of our lives. Our coverage on the death of Dolly Parton will continue throughout the day, and abcnews.com. The entire team standing by for World News Tonight. I'm Kira Phillips. I'll see you back.
All right, girl. All right. Let me go over here and play this real quick. This is Dolly Parton and Patti LaBelle. She liked the blacks, y'all. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, she liked the blacks.
See, we did plan this, but we didn't know how it was going to sound.
Well, we were planning to see if we could do something like Mama, little children love shortening, shortening. Mama, little children love shortening bread. Mama, little children love shortening, shortening. Mama, little children love shortening bread. Wait, Patty.
See, we
Look at them. They look exactly the same. One's just black and one's just white. Look at that hair, child. Look at that hair. Shout out to Dolly Parton and Patti LaBelle making songs off their nails.
Wait, Patty.
See, we did plan this, but we didn't know how it was going to sound.
Well, we were
Sounds
planning
real
to see if
cute.
we could do something like Mama, little children love shortening, shortening. Mama, little children love shortening bread. Mama, little children love shortening, shortening. Mama, little children love shortening bread. Wait, Patty.
Yeah, that was sweet. I know that song. I feel like it was a song when I was younger or something like that. But rest in peace to Dolly Parton. 80 years old, long life. So, you know, she did a lot for a lot of people. She was very, very generous. Today also happens to be the day that Aaliyah passed away. Oh, Lord, help your people. Now, besides all the stuff with R. Kelly, right? Aaliyah had some hits, child. Aaliyah was gonna be something if she didn't die in that plane crash in the Bahamas. Lord God in heaven, please give me a safe trip to and from. Praise the Lord. But I don't know if Beyonce would be Beyonce if Aaliyah was still alive. She was doing the damn thing and she was out here, y'all. She was out here. She was in movies. She was singing. Now, so I heard somebody say, well, she wasn't the best dancer. It's like, she didn't even get a chance. She could have turned into something. You ain't got to be dancing, child. Did Whitney dance? No, not at all. No shade against Whitney. Rest in peace to Whitney. It says Leah passed away 25 years ago today. It was a great time in my life 25 years ago. And then this happened. I remember hearing this. I was on my way home one night and in the car, it was like 12 midnight, 1 a.m. And they broke in from, I guess it was like the Quiet Storm or whatever, talking about there was a plane crash and Aaliyah was on it. I was like, oh my God, crazy, 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 crazy. That is true. Mariah can't dance. That is true. They can't wait to start playing that damn Christmas song. That Christmas song get on my nerves. Mariah is set for life off of that Christmas song. Reaper says no Beyonce, no Ashanti, no Sierra. Sierra? I don't even think Sierra can dance, but I don't think when we think about Sierra, we're like, oh yeah, she's a great singer. I don't. Yeah, the plane was too heavy and the pilot was inexperienced, if I'm not mistaken. So when you get on the plane and they be like, your bag gotta go back, y'all need to not be upset because y'all don't want that plane to be too big or something like that. Well, not enough storage, I guess. I guess you still gotta bring it. They need to tell y'all to stop. They need to start charging everybody. That's why I go American Airlines, because they allow you to have a carry-on bag. I'm not taking suitcases no more. First of all, it costs too damn much and it's too big. I don't need it. But anyway, it says today marks 25 years since Aaliyah, the world lost beautiful and talented Aaliyah. The singer was only 22 years old when she passed away, but her legacy and impact continue to be felt today. That is true. For 22?
And I enclosed it with a kiss. And when I write down, it better get it on time.
Ain't this Romeo Must Die? I've never seen that movie before. Rest in peace to DMX too. She was out there. This is the video they was making. It took me some time to realize what the heck they was talking about, yeah. I thought you were saying that y'all did this. Y'all should do this. Y'all, next person that gets married, go do this at the wedding, okay? You and your wife, you and your husband, whatever. Lord.
I want you to I feel a chemistry. I won't make no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else, let me let you do. That's
Damn. She was scared.
don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. 'Cause if a person don't
This is not a favorite song, but I listen to it.
you can dust it off and don't feel so exciting. Thought of highly. It's yours entirely. I'll be. I'll be. Feel so exciting.
Oh. January 16th, 1979 to August 25th, 2001. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Oh, what else? What else? Let me bring you some positive news, child. That was enough. Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt proposed to his girlfriend, his baby mom. This is good news, y'all. This is good news, okay? So Usain Bolt is the fastest man in the world, right? Not fast enough to get married, but fast enough for everything else. Usain Bolt proposed to his longtime partner and the mother of his 3 children, Cassie Bennett, during his 40th birthday celebration in Jamaica. Come on, after more than a decade together. The couple began dating in 2013. Now, why are they being messy? I wish I would wait around for some nigga for 10 years and give him 3 kids. I wish I would. To each his own. Maybe this is tether love, okay? Maybe this is how tethers do it. Maybe that's what it is. Shout out to the tethers. But y'all, 10 years, 3 kids later. It says Usain Bolt proposed to his longtime partner and mother of his 3 children, Cassie Bennett, during his 40th celebration. Oh, I thought it was giving the kids his names. So they've been together 10 years. So they probably got a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old. The comments are amazing, though. This one says they normally start once the balding effect hits. And it do look like he losing some hair over here. It says 10+ years and 3 kids and she just getting a ring. Child, this needed to be a wedding, a proposal wedding. It needed to be a proposal wedding. Child, it says the proposal could have just been an email at this point. The fastest man in the world has the slowest proposal. This one says, here, damn. Must have been inspired by Ronaldo. I don't know who that is. It says, Jesus said he ran the whole race backwards. This one says she practiced extreme patience because no, sir, child, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You're not going to waste my life. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. It says the wedding better be soon. That's all I'm saying. None of this long engagement business. They're probably about to have 10 years of an engagement. They're about to have 10 years engagement. Woo! Lord help your people. Somebody said bumblecott years. Oh, it is 13 years. My bad, 13 years. Oh my God, they tried to skim off 3 years for her or something. Child, she can have it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, child. Good luck to him. Congratulations. That's all I got. That's all I got. Anyway, my advice, don't be waiting around for somebody, child, because either they know or they don't know. And you waiting is just wasting life hours and ain't nobody, then you be dead like Dolly Parton, rest in peace. Then you're going to be like, what happened? What happened? Got about good 365 days for your ass. You either going to do it or you're not. You either here or you not. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. But child, she shouldn't have been there after the first kid. That would have been it. Anyway, let me move on to a little bit of Lindsay Clancy, because I really don't need to talk about that heifer no more, but at least right now. But somebody named Daniel Santee says fathers are using Lindsay Clancy's support post to gain custody. I support it. The Lindsay Clancy discourse is starting to have real world impacts on families. I'm telling you, some of these heifers is about to get fired. I'm waiting patiently. I'm telling you. As fathers in custody battles with unhinged mothers are now using their post of support for the childbred rummer as proof of their ex's mental instability. One lawyer recently revealed that dads are using videos of their baby mom's support for Lindsay Clancy as proof these women should be nowhere near children. The woman who methodically deleted her 3 children after sending her husband out on an errand run has become a hero to leftist women. See, listen, this is why I'm never voting Democrat again, because y'all support this. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because you dumbass Democrats, you support this shit because you think this is cool and cute, meaning what's going on with all these heifers who are clearly liberals supporting this foolish shit. You're not going to get me to change my mind when you got a bunch of bitches happy that they can delete their babies in the 9th month. You're not going to, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're not going to get me to vote for y'all's dumbasses, especially if you're not out here condemning it. Nope. Not going to happen, because this is bitches' fault too. And y'all already know how I feel about women. But now not only are you advocating red rum of children, you're advocating again for in the womb. And then you're saying all this, you understand why you're out here torturing your kids online. And you think that TikTok is your place of reference for everything. So yeah, done. But this is what I was also saying with regard to the Black Democrats who think that they have the authority to tell other Black people how to vote. Well, y'all can kiss my ass too. You don't tell anyone anything. You tell your kids, and that be the problem. Y'all ain't parenting your kids. So if y'all want to continue and y'all want to support this, I'm talking to the Blacks, and y'all think that this is cool, because I haven't heard a Black person, one of the regulars condemning any of this. If they have, y'all ain't sent it to me. Actually, listen to Roland today, because we're going to go over that in a second. Not all of it, because child, I done already suffered, all right? If y'all think this is cute and cool, and y'all support some shit like Keisha, y'all need to watch that video if you haven't about Keisha, seriously. It's not just Lindsay Clancy. It's not. Shout out to, child, I cannot see. There's too many lights in my face. Chaz Bleak. Thank you, boo. He said, man, she not gonna let that man go. If he was an average Joe, you might have an argument. She better not let him go after all this time waiting. Shit, she bet not. She got what she wanted. I don't want to hear nothing later about no cheating, about no abuse. I don't want to hear nothing. You waited. You got it, Toyota. We don't want to hear from her, ever. It says the women, wait. This case has sparked breakups by men not ignoring the red flags. One copycat red rummer who deleted 2 children and nearly deleted a 3rd. Videos of women throwing ice in the bathtubs and countless accusations that the husband must have did it because he's a Gemini like Donald Trump. Well, I'm a Gemini. Does that mean I did it too? You dumbasses. See, the fact that you take astrological signs so seriously, the fact that you take astrological signs so seriously is the problem too. That's the problem. That's why y'all go to Kendra G. What's your sign? Well, I'm a Cancer, so I act like this. Oh, I'm a this because I act like that. That's not why you ain't got no man. You ain't got no man because you're crazy. You don't be trying to blame the signs. I think Trump was born on the 15th as well. Somebody confirm or deny. So, any way to blame a man, but y'all keep getting pregnant. Y'all, just like I heard today, Lindsay said that a man told her to delete the kids. Y'all get blamed for everything. That's all in all you sassy straights. Y'all don't do shit right. Then you got the person that's saying that they don't support black men that date outside of their race. So the black women claiming they're allegedly gonna stop caping. They ain't gonna happen. I don't even know why they wasted their breath for that. Because the black men that date outside of their race, but somehow, some way, Cam is not a problem. We not going over that. Shout out to Quality Guy. He said Jennifer Lewis is somewhere saying, yes, child. She probably is. She probably is. Crazy. The 14th. All right. I know it's around my birthday, but I don't be paying that man no mind, regardless of what they say. Call me what you want. You're lucky that MAGA hat didn't look right today, because I'd be wearing that right now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Mr. Billfold, is that what that is? Mr. Billfold. All right, Mr. Billfold. Dr. Messi, have you covered Nitro Camden? Yes, sir. I absolutely did. The morning after it happened. I think it was on the weekend. I saw that he met iShow Speed. Shout out to Speed and all the other streamers. He's over 200,000 subscribers now. He's over 200,000. Shout out to him. I hope it all works out for him. And I hope he remembers all this, because the odds are he's going to go back to his mom, not go live there, but, make amends, which I can't say that I'm, upset about it. But that woman don't give a damn about that little boy. But I digress. Thank you, hun. Reaper says Casper told her to do it. Also, Abba got another one. Thank you for the support, boo. Abba is the most getting pregnantest people man of a man that got a low sperm count. I don't get it. I don't get it. I got a low sperm count, everybody getting pregnant, but ain't nobody having no babies. Y'all, until there's a baby coming up, I don't care. I gotta be honest with y'all. Until a baby is born and they can show me an actual kid, I'm not trying to hear from none of them heifers. All right, let's hear what this man got to say.
Men in custody cases where their baby mama has been doing the solidarity hold a heart thing with the Lindsay Clancy stuff. And he's like, hey, this woman's got all kinds of former depressive issues. She's had self-harm issues. This now is evidence and validation that I have of that fact. Concern based upon, prior allegations with no evidence, but allegations of hitting the kids. And so, yeah, we're going to go and swing for the fences, and we're going to try to strip this woman from having visitation rights. I want to be able to have a forensic psychiatrist interview this woman, just see just how wackadoodle she is. Yeah. And we're going to use her TikTok posts. Something with some men in custody cases where...
Good for him. Hope more of them do it. Y'all got to go get control of these heifers. They are out of control. Uncle Rick said Gemini's cool AF. Y'all just be mad. They be cutting y'all the F off. And we do. But not just for any old reason. It's only when you don't treat us right. Other than that, we be loving hard, okay? But child, we not going to allow people to just take advantage. I tell you that. You're not just going to do whatever you want to do and we just going to sit here. I don't know what sign that is, but it ain't a Gemini. We ain't got time. Too much life. Too much life. Capricorn, boo. All right, so go get your kids, child, because if not, you're going to be over here like this man. All right, so Kanye is Kanyeing because Northwest has a boyfriend. In case y'all didn't hear it.
Niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. And shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled. Like so I'm saying is, nobody with me. Everybody here, half the motherfuckers on a check. Half the motherfuckers just here like, ha, laughing at jokes, laughing at the raps and shit. Nigga, I made these beats in my mama's basement. I drew these motherfucking shoes since I was in 7th grade. Nigga, because when I asked niggas step up, not one nigga stepped up. Not one nigga stepped up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. None of the famous niggas, Mav Carter sold me out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody fucking said, y'all saw me, ain't see my kids. All y'all rich niggas got y'all kids in that Zionist school. Fuck Sierra Canyon. My daughter ripped up the motherfucking couches in the house to be able to be with niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. It's shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled. Like so I'm saying.
Child, I don't know what he's talking about, but this is, child, when I first saw this, I thought this was that Cameron Nitron dude, right? I was like, she better not be with him, but his name is Ken Carson, right? All right, so it reads, Kanye is crashing out on IG because his 13-year-old daughter, Northwest, now has a boyfriend. She's 13. Excuse me. He then revealed that he'll cut off Northwest $10,000 monthly allowance. She's 13, and she's out here with a boyfriend like it's nothing. I just saw it clear as day, holding hands, smiling in the bed. All of that. Child, that's because you had a baby with a white woman or Armenian woman, child. I'm done. That $10,000 a month is finished. Child, that girl probably make more than $10,000 a month. She got a clothing line. Effective immediately. You want to play grown? Go be grown on your own money. I'm not funding that. He didn't stop there. Kanye then turned his attention to Kim Kardashian, accusing her of failing to raise their daughter with proper boundaries. This is on Kim, he said. She ain't training her. Oh, she training her. Oh, she is training her. Letting her run around like she's 18 already. No structure, no discipline, just cameras and free reign. That's why we're here. You can't raise a child on Instagram likes and expect her to stay a kid. I'm sick of it. Interesting. Because before that, I saw this. So Northie and her mother were on IG, and I will let it play. Just her in this hair is pissing me off. All right. Her in this hair is already pissing me off, but to each his own. That's her kid, not mine. Shout out to Sank Fan. I appreciate you, honey. He said, just turned 47 on the 21st. Still waiting for that Leo horoscope to come true. It's never right. Y'all, I don't know any other signs. When I hear Aquarius, I'll be like, oh, what? I don't know one person that's an Aquarius. At least I don't think I do. All I know is Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpios. Lord help your people. And I think one of my kids is a Taurus. And I don't know what the other one is because I so don't keep up with that. Charcoal Cowboy, thank you for the flower jewels. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're normal. All right. So I'm assuming this is a filter, but everything that you see on Northwest is actual and factual. The hair, the eyes, the teeth, everything is her.
Who's this dog?
Oh my gosh. Wait, lip combo? JT lip combo.
All that makeup she got on.
Cat.
Hair plaster to her head, wig.
Can I see your nails? Yes, again.
See her nails?
Yeah. This is my dog. He's a little shy.
Very shy. What's on your head?
I don't know, babe. Oh my gosh, these comments are going so fast.
Remember when we used to do TikTok Saturday nights for the older people, or for the ones that was here way back in the beginning, and we used to just sit there and watch them just look into the camera because nobody knew what to do. Fun times, y'all. Fun times.
Bruh, I can't read any of this.
Too bad.
I'm gonna stop it.
Yes, her teeth are black. I don't know if that's a grill or whatever it is, but it's something.
You already know. Uzi. I love you guys too. Two slimier nets then? Both. Thank you for the diamond gun. Who's your favorite artist at Coachella? Fake Mink? Oh my gosh. You see the fit? This is like the fit. Got the North Forever merch. You're gonna get it at the pop-up / listening party. It has the track list on the back. And go stream North Forever. It's out now.
Oh, she's a musician as well. You think she need Kanye's $10,000 a month?
Oh my gosh.
What's your favorite song on the EP?
All of them. Go stream all of them. Oh my gosh. I cannot read any.
This is 13, y'all. This is 13. This is 13.
Academy. Hi. Yes, I'll be at the pop-up Saturday. I'll be at the pop-up both days. Oh my gosh. Danielle, can you like scroll up? Who's the other girl? The goat.
Lashes? Tell them the lashes.
Lashes. I'd be doing lashes. I did her lashes.
You did my lashes. She's the master.
The lash tag.
Crazy.
I'm like, bro, you gotta go.
You guys look so pretty.
Thank you. You saw me perform?
Kim looks weird to me. I don't know what's going on. She looks weird to me.
Ooh, they said your fit reminds them of Baby Metal a little bit. We love Baby Metal.
I love you, Baby Metal. Play music? Oh, I don't have a lot of.
This is her and one of her boyfriends. Allegedly, North, let me read what this says. It says the video shows Kim Kardashian and her daughter Northwest during what initially appeared to be a common casual live stream. Everything seemed to be going smoothly until North suddenly questioned her mother about her recent relationships and the way she has seemingly been moving from one man to another. North reportedly confronted Kim saying, "Mom, what is really going on? I'm honestly tired of seeing you constantly change relationships." Imagine your kids saying this to you, y'all. Imagine your kids saying this mess to you. It says, it was publicly known that you were involved with Lewis Hamilton, who I think that's who this dude is. So why the sudden change? I also saw pictures of you with Jude Bellingham on a yacht. Oh, maybe that's Jude. I don't know these people. And the situation looked quite intimate. Lewis and I were under the impression that you had gone away for an ambassadorship, but now it seems there may have been more to the story than we knew. I feel hurt and disappointed by everything that is happening. I hate seeing you make these choices, Mom. I expected better from you. Kim appeared visibly upset by the confrontation and seemed as though she was about to react physically. Ooh! However, before anything further happened, the phone reportedly fell, causing the live stream to abruptly end. It fell. Okay. Crazy times when your daughter got more sense than you. For the love of money, I agree. Is something wrong with, I don't know, something about Kim in that video. And North is only 13 acting like this. Michael Armstrong, thank you, honey. Said, who's that again? Weirdo. It is North and Kim. North and Kim. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with those people, child. What are we gonna get into next? I feel like that helped us go downhill, but let's go take a look at some of what's going on in Gary, Indiana, because as you know, and I said so, that this was going to be called racism. But let me acknowledge that there's a rapper that organizes relief effort for Gary, Indiana, for residents left without power for over a week. And from my understanding, they still don't have power, even though they're supposed to have it today.
To the Midwest, where so many people are still feeling the effects of last week's storms and devastating flooding. Now, we've been reporting on that flooding in Indiana, where entire neighborhoods were left underwater. And more than a week later, tens of thousands of people in Gary, Indiana, they're still without power. They've got nothing. Tonight, the region's electric company reports that about 40,000 customers don't have power. That is down from almost 375,000. But they say that Gary, Indiana may not be completely restored until next Tuesday. Residents say they are frustrated.
It's hot, you're miserable. Like, I love the sun, but right now I'm not happy to see the sun. because it's gonna make it hot. Yeah, and you got your windows all open and stuff. You know, that's the only way you can survive.
This is not something that's fun. This is not something I want to keep reporting on. Like, I'm ready to make my video saying the power is back on for everybody.
I mean, imagine that. You can't even turn on a fan, let alone an air conditioner. And the Gary, Indiana resident that you just saw in that TikTok, Adriana Harris, joins us now live. And also joining us, rapper Trey the Truth. Thank you so much, because I know that you're helping with relief efforts for the community. Thank you both very much for being here tonight under these circumstances. Adriana, I want to start with you. Talk to us about what you and your neighbors have been dealing with since last week's storms. It sounds pretty miserable, to say the least.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
John, them boobs is boobing.
Me and my neighbors have been hot, in the dark, scared, watching out through our windows, watching after each other, having each other's back, taking care of each other. And yeah.
I mean, it's just hard to imagine. I mean, all you have to do is just imagine yourself wherever you are. You know, when you turn off the lights, that's what it's like for you guys all the time. And you mentioned the heat. Trey, you know, I understand that you've stepped in and you've been helping the community. So talk to us about what exactly you're doing and why did you think it was important to show up and help? Obviously, I know that you've done this before and you have come up to help, but what are you doing specifically in this situation?
One of the things that triggered me from the jump was I just found out about it 2 days ago. So the media was covering.
Y'all know this dude called Trey the Truth? Bueller.
No one knew
what
exactly even happened in Gary. But when I was seeing people saying they didn't have lights or power within 8 or 9 days, you have to imagine what about the elders who are on dialysis and some of the kids that are dealing with breathing machines. So instantly, probably a couple of hours after I found out, we jumped on a flight to Chicago and we drove to Gary. Gave out probably a couple of thousand meals every day. We were cutting trees. I have an 18-wheeler that actually should be arriving any moment. And tomorrow we'll be giving out, I want to say, blankets, clothes, toys, cleaning products, just essentials that the neighborhood needs.
You know, when we have covered these types of storms before, to both of you, I mean, it's so devastating. And you're right, Trey. I mean, we do the story, right? We tell people what's going on, but then the aftermath, it goes on for so long. And that's what we want people to understand that are watching us right now. And to your point of what you're doing to help, and we want other people to step in as well when they can. Adriana, let's talk about this. What kind of help does your community still need? What are you looking for?
Damn. Oh my God. Yo, that's crazy. What did you say, Kennard? The south suburbs of Illinois got hit with tornadoes too, and they were without power for over a week, but no viral coverage for that. Listen, I don't know. Of course, we know it couldn't have happened just in one part, but look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb. I could be wrong. I don't know. That they got an infrastructure problem down here. They got an infrastructure problem. So when blacks are always talking about voting for the black, when you don't ask for shit, you don't get shit. If you don't require shit, you don't get shit. See, that's what people mean when they say ask questions. What's the agenda? What's the plan? Nah, none of that. I could be wrong. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say ain't nothing been taken care of around here since something was taken care of around here. Allegedly. 12 days, it might be 14 if it's been 2 weeks. If it's been 2 full weeks, it might be 14. Not Indiana is the armpit of America. Lord help your people. So Trey the Truth, y'all know who he is. That's good. And then it looks like influencer Keith Lee is trying to help as well. Shout out to him too. Huge storm relief giveaway put on by influencer Keith Lee and Gary.
Inhumane. That's how I feel.
Does this provide a little humanity here?
Yes, and I tell every vendor that we've been going up to how grateful and thankful we are for them.
A grateful Gary, appreciative of the lifelines of food and household items given away by the truckload today, all in effort to get life back on track.
A blessing. Grateful.
Grateful, thank you. For people doing this.
A lot of people still
don't have power, a lot of people don't have food.
They lined up 13 days after Mother Nature tore up power lines and any sense of normalcy around here. Thousands remain in the dark and remain feeling isolated. For them, today helped.
And we thought we were forgotten about, and it's taking them so long to help us.
Willette Wright points the finger at a power company that she says let trees get too big in critical areas.
NIPSCO has not kept their promise.
Others with a more sympathetic take.
They trying. They can't just.
They're overwhelmed.
I think they can do better. I'm not saying they're not doing their job or could be different. I think it could be a lot.
Now, I will let y'all confirm or deny, but what I heard in my little bit of research on this is that when they try to come out and do some work to get it fixed, that they were met with weapons of people trying to push them out and harm them. Allegedly. That's what I heard. Maybe Kennard knows.
Sanji Williams is among those still waiting for the lights to turn on, and with special needs relatives, rock bottom has arrived.
This is rock bottom right now.
Yes. every day it's getting more difficult when you go without power. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, ladies.
Thank you.
Helping hands make the pinch of summer 26 a little less painful.
I had to miss out on work because they were supposed to start school and they didn't start yet.
To put some numbers on this, they gave away over 1,000 meals, 1,000 drinks, and over 2,000 buckets of emergency supplies. And they're going to do it all over again this Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 7 here at Roosevelt Park. The hope is by then, everyone's power is back on. In Gary, Chris Ty.
That's nice. That's nice. Anyway, I don't think they knew that a tornado was going to come and do all this. I've heard people say this is like Katrina. I think it was Jean just said that she's seen worse. But shout out to Lawrence who sent me this. Hold on a second. As I knew it would be, racism would be blamed. So Blaze Media says racism blamed for Indiana residents being without power after storms, ignoring that thugs are shooting at utility workers. Oh, maybe this is where I saw it at. Some residents have been without power for weeks. Some residents of Gary have been without electricity for weeks, and many in the Black community are rushing to blame racism and discrimination because that's the play. When in doubt, just blame some racism, child. Deadly storms knocked over electricity. So are they saying that the Lord is racist, maybe? Is the Lord racist? Because, you know, Mother Nature is a racist. Is that what it is? And brought damaging flooding to northeast Indiana, including Gary, and initially knocked out power for about 300,000 residents. While the Northern Indiana Public Service Company has been working to return power to customers, it has been hampered by violence targeting utility workers. On August 14th, restoration efforts were paused after a utility truck was damaged by gunfire. No injuries were reported. These aren't simple repairs, said Melody Birmingham, an executive at the parent company of NIPSCO. These are lines that ordinarily take us in systems that ordinarily take weeks or months that we are trying to accomplish in days or weeks. She rejected accusations that NIPSCO was neglecting the city because a majority of its population is Black. We have areas that are probably affluent where we still have customers out as well. This has nothing to do with race or any type of division, said Birmingham, who is Black. Excuse me, it's really a matter of where the storm hit. Somebody said a little while ago, does anybody have a generator? So if this is a normal thing that happens in this area, in this community, and I don't know if Kennard can attest, you should have a generator. You should have a generator. Some things you just have, like if you live in, like I would assume in North Dakota, you have a snow blower, snow shoveler, whatever it's called, because you know it's going to snow, right? I don't know, child. What's happening in Indiana raises a deeper question about whose communities are treated with urgency. She wrote on social media Monday, it's always got to be somebody else. Always. Another thing that's tiring. Your fucking mayor is Black. Now, the governor is Republican, right? Some white man or something. At least it looked like a Black man dressed as a white man. But are you saying anything to your mayor? Are you asking during the elections on what they're going to do about NIPSCO before this? What you going to do about NIPSCO? Because I'm assuming that NIPSCO wasn't like this just now. I'm assuming it was like this beforehand. It just wasn't a problem until it became a problem. So not looking to do something in advance of something happening now becomes racism. These people not having generators now becomes racism. Okay. Anyway, let me bounce on over here to Rolly real quick because I was watching this because this is somebody from Indiana. And Rolly actually did because I thought he was going to say that it was racism too. Then he brought up who the hell is in charge over here at NIPSCO.
So NIPSCO is kind of busting their butts to meet that deadline that was set. However, the amount of time that has transpired, you know, the mayor, the governor, other mayors around, our elected officials are starting to focus their eyes on NIPSCO to see both what they could have done in terms of preparedness on the front end, but also gauge what their response was. In fact, the mayor right now is stating that the company didn't employ enough linemen because the situation that we had here, so many down.
So he said that maybe NIPSCO didn't employ enough enough linemen, you know, them people that got to go up into those onto those poles and cut the trees or cut the weeds out and everything. That couldn't have anything to do with it. Always has to be racism. Always. Let me turn this up.
Power lines, and in order to get those reinstated, you have to cut trees, and you need a lot of manpower. And right now, the questions are around what did NIPSCO do on the front and the back end to protect their customers?
So let's do this here for folks to understand. We're going to show NIPSCO's leadership, okay? So you have Vince Parisi, President and Chief Operating Officer.
Well, would you look at that? Good old Vince Parisi and Karima Hassan Bey, President, CEO, and Vice President of Gas Operations. Yes, and yes, shout out to Reaper Blue Collar Work. Yeah. Child. Not a black woman at the top.
Of NIPSCO. Karima Hassan Bey is Vice President for Gas Operations. There are some other leaders that they have there, but their NiSource is the parent company of NIPSCO. Lloyd Yates is President and Chief Executive Officer, NiSource Inc. Come on, guys, pull up NiSource, please. Okay.
So NiSource is over NIPSCO. So NIPSCO reports to NiSource. Well, would you look at this, child? Not only do you have a couple of blacks, you got 4 blacks. And you got 4 women. Pretty evened out here. They probably did this on purpose. Look at this. Lloyd is in charge, y'all.
So Lloyd Yates is President and CEO of NiSource. Sean Anderson is Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at NiSource. Melanie Berman is Executive Vice President of Administration and Chief Human Resources Officer. Melody Birmingham is Executive Vice President and Group President of Utilities. Kim Cuccia, Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary. William Jefferson is Executive Vice President and Chief Operating and Safety Officer. Michael Lures, Executive Vice President of Technology, Customer, and Chief Commercial Officer. Angela Sanchez, VP, Chief Communications Officer. And so again, NiSource is the parent company.
Oh, look, the lady, then you got a Hispanic here too. You got a little bit of everything. But racism? But it's racism? Wow, I tell you, racism got a long ass arm. Shout out to Night J. She said Gen X learned to prep from our grandparents. We keep stuff on hand. FYI, messy winter is gonna be rough. I agree with you. One about Generation X for sure. And 2 about winter. Like real winter, not Kevin Samuels winter, real winter. You think these people are gonna prepare? Do you think any of these people that just want to listen to people because you black, I'm black, and we black, you think they're going to think about what's to come? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. And then we'll be hearing about whatever happens, natural disaster, racism, of course. But y'all, how? I'm confused. All these women's here, all these minorities, these BIPOCs. William Jefferson, shout out to William Jefferson. I don't know what he looked like. I tell you. And then what's her name? That's the right under the CEO or right next to the CEO. But childish racism, always got to be racism. No personal accountability, responsibility ever. You can't say that. Whatever. Y'all keep voting for these people, child. Speaking of, let's move on over here to Kingdom Reacts. He just put this video out. Jasmine Crockett and Atlanta mayor admit Democrats take black voters for granted. There's a lot of revelation seemingly coming through lately, y'all. What's up with that? All the black men that these black women be cutting for, and then they're like, well, Carmelo has not a non-black girlfriend. Nolan hung out with all those white people. Child, y'all are the only ones that's worried about it. Shout out to Primetime, member for 44 months. I appreciate you, boo. He said, where are all the women linemen at? This is what you sound like when you just made me say that. Where all my lineman ass ninjas at? That's exactly what I heard as soon as I read that. Shout out to you, Primetime. I appreciate you. Yes, Kennard, they just figured that out. Yes, they just figured that out. You missed last night's late live stream. Yes. And now they're like, oh, we tired. We gonna be done if you don't like black women. Found out Carmelo was talking negatively about black women. They're not happy. They are not happy. I'm working on another video about it too. I hope to have it out for tomorrow. Michael, thank you, Boo. He said the Mideast black woman don't know winter. I bet you they don't live in what is it, Indiana? I bet you they don't. All right. Let me go ahead and get this started. Kingdom React. Shout out to him. Let's go. Turn this up.
Is the loudest people about representation going quiet the second the wrong black person shows up. You ever noticed that? That's not even theory, man. That's actually today's receipts.
Black voters are waking up to the fact that the Democratic Party is taking them for granted. They just had a viral video where they were asking black voters, do the Democratic Party take black voters for granted? And I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this not just for black people to become Republicans, which I think every black person should vote Republican one time, because the Democrats feel like they got y'all. They feel like they don't even have to campaign to get y'all. They don't even, look at how bad it is. In Texas, Tallarico is not even campaigning in black areas.
For what? For what? He don't have to. What do you need a campaign to them for?
He's not even campaigning there. Literally, a woman was just talking about how black people are not happy about Tallarico and that he's not even going to campaign there because he already feels like he has black voters in his back pocket because they always vote Democrat. So you know what he's doing? He's out there talking to white voters. He's out there talking to swing voters. He's out there talking to Republicans. But you know he's not talking to black people because he already know that 80% of y'all are going to vote for Democrat regardless. Yeah, they don't have to come talk to y'all. They don't have to give y'all nothing because y'all already gonna vote for them. See, they gotta go campaign with Mexicans because Mexicans will vote for Republicans. Hispanics will vote for Republicans. So they have to campaign. They have to have campaign promises. They don't have to campaign for black people because they already know how y'all gonna vote.
Yeah, Republicans never campaign to black people. When's the last time? I think when Trump said, vote for me, blacks, what do you got to lose? Didn't he say something like that? What Republican campaigns to blacks because you're so aligned to Democrats, and then they take advantage of you, and all they do is say, yeah, Republicans are racist, and y'all just be going for it, and then you be over here in Gary, Indiana, with a whole leadership of BIPOCs talking about racism, child. You can't make it up.
Jasmine Crockett, look how they did Jasmine Crockett. Look at what they're doing to the mayor of Atlanta. Even the mayor of Atlanta is calling the Democrats out because the mayor of Atlanta is really the heart of black America, really black excellence for black people. And I don't like, it's too much for me, but they only want to have their convention in Atlanta. They even took them off the short list.
Oh, didn't I hear that? Somebody told me that, I think, today. So the Republican convention is going to be in Texas, Houston, if I'm not mistaken, right, Reaper? And then they were considering DNC in Atlanta. And they said, nah, B. They said, we done with that.
And the black mayor, Democrat mayor says, y'all are taking black people for granted again. And until y'all wake up and stop being slaves and voting for them, regardless of if they don't do what they haven't done anything they promised y'all in the last 40, 50 years, but y'all keep voting for them. Until y'all make that change, y'all gonna keep getting the same results.
Jasmine Crockett and the mayor here in Atlanta both said the quiet part with the whole chest. Democrats take black voters for granted. You know, they didn't slip. They stated it. You know, after years of speeches about loyalty and the base, Twitter finally admitted the strategy. Keep the votes coming, keep the results optional. That's not partnership either, by the way. I want to point that out. That's a long-term assumption that certain people would never walk away, no matter how often they get ignored. And to some great extent, man, unfortunately.
Child, this heifer right here. Philly. Oh, Lord. I guess it's good for the city, but I ain't going down there. Well, maybe I will. If they do come here, maybe I will go down there and just live stream. But I'm going to have to be very careful, child, because they crazy.
You're right. Now, I want you to know about a vast majority. Let me say that. Now, I want you to watch how fast the same energy flips when the black candidate doesn't run the approved script.
This election cycle has produced a historic slate of black gubernatorial nominees, along with Byron Donalds in Florida. On the Republican side, you have Congressman John James in Michigan, and in Minnesota's Lisa DeMuth. Then the Democrats have David Crowley in Wisconsin, Aaron Ford in Nevada, Jermaine Johnson in South Carolina, and Keisha Lance Bottoms in Georgia. Your thoughts on this moment for black politicians, top of the ticket across the country?
I just think it's amazing to see. I'm excited about it. You know, for too long, we have just really been used for our labor and been disrespected in regards to our leadership. I mean, sometimes we see that, you know, still on occasion. But look, y'all, at the end of the day, you know, black people have always fought for the liberation of all folks, right? And so I'm super excited at these new slates of candidates, with the exception of the Byron Donalds of the world, right? But I'm excited.
With the exception of the Byron Donalds of the world. This crazy biatch is probably on the We Love Lindsay Clancy type of time. This heifer is crazy. They can go ahead and put her in there if they want to. This heifer is some heifer that won her nomination But she's wild. This lady is wild. She was running through Congress halls with a bullhorn and whatnot, and she thinks it's okay for ABCDs to be in the schools and having drag shows. And I take my kids to drag shows. This is why I will never vote Democrat again. Never. Because y'all allow people like this to come in, and this is really be the policy and the agenda. How the hell does that help anybody? Not even just black people. How does the thought that you're going to worry about transgenders and ABCDs being in schools, how does that help the rest of the world? How? The rest of the United States? It doesn't. Keep talking like this, child. Just let them talk, because I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like is that all they're doing is driving people away from them and over to something else. I don't know what the something else is, because it could be not voting. It could be not voting. But you think I'm about to vote for this crazy bitch? This bitch is crazy. But again, like Kingdom is trying to point out, which I've already said, is that they really don't care about black people. You blacks that are listening and trolling, you only want to see and hear what you want to hear. It shouldn't matter about whatever her issue is with Byron Donalds, which probably is just because he's Republican. He's black. If these people care about black, if these people care about blacks in leadership, if these people care about black representation, then it shouldn't matter what his party is. It's always about politics, you jackasses. How many times have I said this? But y'all continue to stay in line, step and fetch it up. While you calling me a white supremacist, you're a dumb supremacist, okay? Dummism. Stupid, capital STUPID, following behind a bunch of MFers just because they black. They ain't never delivered. They ain't never gonna deliver nothing to you. And then when your ass is in a situation like Gary, Indiana, you turn around talking about it's racism. It's racism. No, it's your unpreparedness for a disaster that could conceivably come to your town. That's a you problem. And everybody up top is BIPOC. So try again. But y'all, whatever y'all say.
Our leadership. I mean, sometimes we see that, still on occasion. But look, y'all, at the end of the day, black people have always fought for the liberation of all folks, right? And so I'm super excited at these new...
So blacks, y'all all fight for the liberation of all folks? Is that what y'all do? I don't.
Slates of candidates, with the exception of the Byron Donalds of the world, right? But I'm excited. I think the country is craving something different. They're craving no nonsense. They're craving some people who are going to put people first. And look, they definitely have it in me here down in Florida, so I'm super excited. The South has something to say. And y'all know, as the South goes, the country goes, and it's time to get some leadership from some organizers so that we can change this state around and this country around.
So Angie Nixon is excited about the new slate of black candidates, except for Byron Donalds. And
those like him. That's what she said too. Shout out to Lord John Blatz for the hiding jewels. I appreciate you.
Al Sharpton is he's facing some hardships himself these days. But she said it out loud. The exception is the point. Race only counts when the politics match. The moment a black man steps outside the approved lane, he stops counting his progress. You just don't count. It's not solidarity. That's a filter. And this filter didn't appear yesterday. No. It's been running for a long time.
They're the party of slavery from 1800 to 1860, party of the Confederacy from 1860 to 1865, the party of Jim Crow from 1865 to 1965, 100 years of rape, murder, extra-constitutionalism, destroying the Constitution in the fireplace. Ain't got nothing about nobody. Now that the party of atheism and Marxism, black liberation theology, look what you got. Every data reveals. This they just signed a law allowing abortion to the 9th month in Massachusetts. They try to lie and say, nobody wants to do abortion to the 9th. That's a lie. Democrats do it all the time. It's a law.
Oh, yeah, don't forget that part. Yeah, I'm not trying to support nobody that thinks it's okay to delete babies up into the 9th month and then after they're born. Because basically, that's what they're saying with this Lindsay Clancy stuff. And these heifers going to start trying to say postpartum psychosis going forward. I'm telling you. Nah, not supporting none of that. Take it all away.
Now in Massachusetts, as in many other Democrat-controlled states. And y'all support this party. A party that's going to turn your children into this. A party that's going to give perverse incentives to have your children murdered. Man, I've seen some messed up stuff in my time.
Or allowing that black lady from the last segment to say that it's okay for your kids to see, she said queers in school. That's what her and the other black lady was talking about. Yeah, I like taking my kids. It's just entertainment. It's just fun. Y'all ain't no different than Kim Kardashian over here making North look like she's 28 and she really 13.
Every time I think that I can't see anything more messed up, I come across something. Over on the Democratic Party side to make me say, Lord Jesus, you can't tell it alone. We must be in the last days. There's got to be a time when Jesus, stop me going wrong with that race. And then they got the nerve to put it on film and fill it out like they're proud of it. It's when people have lost the point of even being able to reason right and wrong anymore. So if you grew up watching Maury Povich, you're going to think this is all right. See, I got a reference to a time when this stuff didn't exist. These children don't have that reference. They figure out why I'm tripping. You're tripping. Oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, so people, I'm just trying to keep y'all up on the culture so you see what's going on out there in the world so that you can look yourself in the mirror.
There's wonderful culture. Shout out to Maury Povich, him and Connie Chung living very good, not only on their journalisms, but of all the black people that went on there so they could say, you are not the father.
Determine whether or not you like these people. You say, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. If you look at this and say you see nothing wrong with it, you belong to the Democratic Party. If you look at this and say, man, there's something wrong with that, you need to come out, and you're a Democrat, you come out of that party because this is what that party promotes. It's like being a Democrat during the time of slavery. You promote it, you had to agree with them. You can't have it both ways.
So Van Ellison, well, I would say, yeah, Ellison, that's right, lays the timeline out pretty clean, right? The same party that owned the slaves and Jim Crow now owns late-term abortions in the cultural circus that comes with them. I think that's how I put it. You know, they didn't change the nature, their nature in any capacity. They changed the costume. Same disregard for limits, same belief that some lives and some rules are negotiable when power is on the line. Now, if you grew up watching the party playing moral high ground while writing laws that erase the weakest, you already know the pattern. It's not new. It's pretty consistent.
Well, shout out to the crime bill. I don't know why, people don't want to watch about the crime bill. Y'all don't want to hear about Joe Biden and Clinton and Hillary. No, thought y'all cared about mass incarceration. It was so bad. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. It was so bad and everything. Oh, y'all don't want to hear none of that. But if I put another damn video up about Lindsey Clancy, then y'all want to watch that and hear about all that. Or all the other white people that have been wilding, child. White people have been wilding this past 7 days. Wilding, child. That's okay. Queen Op is on deck. Soon damn enough.
And, consistency like that doesn't stay in politics. It walks into the workplace next.
Y'all not gonna like this, but it is risky and full of hidden liabilities to hire a black woman. They tend to be difficult. Okay, they tend to be less compliant. They are more likely to file a lawsuit and cry racism or sexism or some other ism as a way to extort money from a company. She will get the company embroiled in some lawsuit that never ends. And so you don't have to take my word for it. But because of the lack of the accountability and the ethnic narcissism of most liberal black females, like you don't really have this problem in conservative spaces with black women. But since 92% of all black women are progressive and liberal and Marxist in their worldview, what I'm saying holds to be true. And they bring their worldview with all of their ethnic narcissism and their privilege and their victim mentality. And what is the word that I'm looking for? They bring a lot of arrogance and they bring a lot of entitlement to the workplace. And what ends up happening is it creates a very uncomfortable, unbecoming work environment to therefore now, despite all of the degrees and all of the accolades that women are boasting, they are a hiring liability on top of
liability. Not good, sisters. Liability to hire. Just FYI, look it up. Not good for hiring. Shout out to Kevin, software tester. Thank you for the floating heart, Jules. I appreciate you, boo.
Of the fact, the vast majority, these DEI, the 400,000 DEI government jobs were not jobs based on competence or necessity. They
were the jobs that were given because they delivered blacks to the Democrats and got Joe Biden in. The creator of the crime bill, chose the video you don't want to watch so you can see that all the people, the white people that you love and adore, who aren't racist, of course, but I'm the problem. Why y'all just like to pick and choose your white people. This white person's okay. This white person's okay. Forget all about the mass incarceration and everything that the 1994 crime bill did. Joe's your man. I know Joe is your man. I know he's not racist in any way, shape, or form, even though y'all was calling him racist before.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And y'all just seem to think that Trump is worse than Biden. Like, I think it's hilarious that you can discount Trump and love Joe Biden and not see what Joe Biden has done. He's just wonderful. And then the fact that Cam's married to a white man, ignore all that. I thought y'all had a problem with white people. Oh, again, just certain white people.
The total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Yeah, y'all be listening to a man that was, y'all really was listening to that man talking about, we got to get him in. You couldn't even understand what he was saying. We got to get him in. He white. I'm sorry. What? Ain't he white? Or is there certain shades of white Was that somewhere in the code too? This white is okay. That white is not okay. This white is okay. That white. This color white, number 638. Not number 2. This white. Child, y'all be just saying shit. Why would I listen to y'all? Y'all don't even make any sense. You follow people who want to delete their babies. I will never vote Democrat ever again. I'm standing on that. Ever, never, ever, no way. Ever, never, never. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. And anybody that y'all about to pick for in 2 years, they're going to be assholes. I'm not, praise the Lord, I'm still here. I'm not voting for them.
For symbolism jobs as opposed to substance jobs.
Okay, so April Chapman said what a lot of employers already know but won't put on a company email. A certain victim mindset is turned into a liability. When every single disagreement becomes a potential lawsuit and accountability gets labeled oppression, people stop taking chances. Degrees and titles start mattering if the attitude that comes with them creates constant risk. And I don't think that's racism, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think that's racism. There's somebody just recognizing patterns. Again, we're going to go back to that. And pattern recognition is how businesses stay open.
Business.
Some people refuse that invitation completely.
Really didn't like people saying, you have to do this, you have to do that. We had this saying that there's only 2 things I have to do, stay black and die.
Oh, back that thing up. I wasn't expecting this. Hold on. This is Clarence Thomas, right? What you say?
Stay open. Some people refuse that invitation completely.
Really didn't like people saying, you have to do this, you have to.
You mean somebody was trying to tell you what you have to do? These niggas is crazy, child. Why y'all think you get to tell other people what to do? Well, you wouldn't allow somebody to tell you what to do. Ain't it interesting how some of these colors, blacks, FBAs, ebonies, child, whatever you want to be called, African Americans, gonna have the nerve and the audacity. If you black men don't get behind black women, like they running something. Child, y'all can't even run your lives, most educated looking half damn crazy most of the damn time. Then out here calling somebody names, child, just because they don't believe what you believe in. Imagine if somebody was, the crazy part about it is that they wouldn't be allowing nobody to tell them what to do. Don't y'all love that hypocrisy? Don't you love the nerve and the audacity of some of these colors? Gorilla, oh, Lord, I cannot see today. Gorilla Grip Catch. Thank you, boo. Biden literally called us the blacks. Child, if they watch that video that I cut out, and I got another one to cut out from our live stream. Oh, no. There's another video, actually, when he actually does say that. I hear him say something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but we'll see. But that's the 92% is man. Well, not anymore. So now they then pushed it off to women because the agenda is clear. Women, that's why they're supporting Lindsey Clancy, approving up to 9-month ABs. So you can delete your kid up to the 9th month in your stomach, and then you can delete outside of the stomach. But if you get in a car accident, then you're going to be held liable with special circumstances for deleting the kid in the womb. Like I said, these people crazy. None of it makes any sense. Nothing they do or say makes any sense. But blacks want to keep following them. Follow them to hell. I don't give a fuck. It will not be me.
To do that. We had this saying that there's only 2 things I have to do, stay black and die. Yeah. And that was a retort to people who had these.
Y'all remember when your moms used to say that when you was younger? The only thing you got to do is stay black and die. Now, I believe they put in taxes, but everybody don't pay their taxes. Shout out to Wesley Snipes.
Sort of requirements for us, these mandates for us because of our skin color. And the thing that's really kind of interesting, it wasn't until later on that people began to say that when I came to this town, one of the greatest difficulties, if you think about it, was that there were those who thought that I should.
Yeah, I know damn well they don't like this. You got Ted Cruz and you got Clarence Thomas sitting down talking. How dare they talk? How dare they talk? You think anybody would ever listen? You think any of these assholes and idiots would ever take the time to listen to someone other than the people that they only listen to? Child, that's crazy talk. So what was they learning when they was getting educated, child? What were they learning? Let me see. You don't use the dictionary. You barely read, and you don't listen to an opposing opinion to get an informed opinion. All right, yeah. Anyway,
think a certain way. Yeah. And the difficulty has been that they said, "Oh, you're confused." Well, I'm not confused. You're confused. You confuse me with someone who's been.
I'm sorry, y'all. Imagine being upset with 2 men dressed appropriately, given what their jobs are and what they represent, right? As opposed to people up here with orange hair, blue hair, red hair, green hair, nose ring, gargoyle alert, piercings all over the place, talking about, you need to listen to what we say. Hair plastered to their fucking forehead, spiders makeup and weave. It's all a show, child. It's all a show. Clown show.
And indentured servitude or something. But at any rate, they think that
God knows you can't speak like you have sense. You have to be ebonic. Don't forget that. Because of the culture. Okay? Speaking like this is white. I know some of y'all know about that. You talk white. Why you talk white? You act like you white. Nah, your mom just don't give a fuck about you like my mom gives a fuck about me.
here's the way you're supposed to think. Again, here's your skin color. There's this kind of deterministic view that you're supposed to think this because we say so. And I, of course, declined that invitation. And so now that means it's something that I'm a walking contradiction because I've deviated from their perception of what I should think. Explain to me how that is different. Here's what I've asked people. I said, when I was a kid, the Savannah Public Library was segregated.
So Clarence Thomas said it better than most ever will. I'm not confused. You're confused, my boy. Well, he didn't say that, my boy, but I added that. They tried to hand him a script based on his skin color, but he clearly declined. You know, the only things he has to do are stay black and die. Everything else is a choice. That sentence alone is a full philosophy. You don't owe anyone a predetermined opinion just because of the body you were born in. Just saying. Well, you know, some are still arguing about what black people are allowed to think. Others are just...
Child, they can go ahead and argue and think what they want. I could give a shit. All views matter, trolls. All views matter. Y'all so intelligent that you still hanging around here thinking I give a damn about what you think. I could give a shit. You do what you do. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said, and ain't nobody gonna change my damn mind. And somebody else just said it too. Like I had already said it. I think it was Anton actually. Whereas you got all these famous celebrities. I put the post up talking about rich people telling poor people to be mad at rich people while telling them poor people what to do. And you are poor compared to them, whether you want to realize it or not. I'm not even talking about the real poors or the fake poors, okay? But like I said, and he said the same thing. When they go behind that curtain, they're going to go and vote Republican because they want to keep their money too. Because y'all too busy focusing on white people when the real color is green. It's class and green. It's your class and it's the color green. But y'all, child, keep listening to Rolly and the rest of them, child, and keep calling names because that's really going to change some shit. Good luck to y'all, but not really.
Marina, we homeschool our 3 kids. We've been homeschooling for the last decade. My oldest
Who's this?
son is going into 9th grade. My daughter going into 6th, and my youngest son is going into 3rd grade. Homeschooling is something that is very personal to me. Back in 1988, my parents made the decision to homeschool me. And so I was homeschooled from kindergarten all the way through the 12th grade. And I've been blessed with the opportunity to do the same for my family. Back in 1988, homeschooling wasn't popular. And there was not, I don't think, a president who was supporting us. At this time, to see your administration and all that you've done for homeschooling families not only means the world to me, but to also all the other homeschooling families that are out there. With the great big beautiful bill, the expansion of 529. Oftentimes with homeschooling, there were one-income households because I'm working and my wife is schooling the kids. So being able to have the extra resources to provide them with their needs and also the option to support our children in the way that we see fit means the world. So I just want to thank you for everything that you've done.
Great parents. Great parents. Thank you very much.
Wow, look at that sellout. Oh my God, taking advantage of some policy that's in place to help him to keep his kids at home while his wife homeschools them while he goes out and work. How dare a black man do that and then be married to a white woman? Who is Cam married to? Oh yeah, that don't matter. And who is Ketanji? Oh yeah, that don't matter. My bad.
So a black man walked up to president.
So don't y'all love the fact that I want to be white, right? Allegedly, I want to be white. That's what the trolls are saying. Then what does Cam want to do? My husband is not white. He's blackity black. Whoa, what? Wait. My husband is black. Her husband is white, but I want to be white? Ketanji's husband is white, but I want to be white? This proves y'all's dummism. This is what I'm talking about. Why do people listen to y'all? Y'all don't even have sense. Y'all listen to caricature. Y'all listen to people who's a ghetto boy over a lawyer. Y'all don't believe in asking questions, but I'm the problem, child. Problem I shall be.
Trump and thanked him to his face for making it easier to raise and educate his children. I don't see no performances here. Just, parents who want the tools to do the jobs themselves. Homeschooling is, homeschooling for over a decade with 3 kids. one income homeschooling is pretty tough. Not a talking point, man. It's a family choosing responsibility over the system that kept telling them they need.
And shout out to Kingdom Reacts, because that's basically it. And lest we not forget all of the carrying on that these people are doing about how the schools are not doing this and the schools are not doing that and the schools. You're not supporting your kids. The man said last week before, your kids is boxes of Roxas. Y'all get mad at the man. And then here comes a woman saying, no, we doing great. So y'all are like, oh, see, we doing great. See the agenda? Some heifer come out and say something, they just gonna believe it. Liberals, a man says something, he gotta be misogynistic. Well, I don't feel that way about men. I know y'all hate men, I do not. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. The trolls and whatnot, they only like low testosterone men. I like men with some bass in their voice, okay, with a chest, okay, not some bird ass brain dumbass that says I'm scared of white people. No. That's what y'all do. Y'all can have it. I don't be calling y'all name. Well, no, I do, because y'all are dumb. But I don't be saying that you shouldn't go over there and talk to them people. Go on over there, child. Keep listening to caricature. Keep listening to them. Make sure you keep listening to Clown and child, what is his name? Steve Harvey and D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley. Keep listening to them, child. Keep on. Follow what they say. You got to be scared, alleged grown ass men talking about they scared. And y'all think that makes sense? The reason Donald Trump is president because y'all are crazy. That's why. And y'all got a bunch of low testosterone males. Get somebody up there with some bass in their damn voice, and it ain't Gavin Newsom. It's not Gavin Newsom. It is not Fred Flintstone. Try it. Y'all can try it. It ain't gonna work. It definitely ain't gonna be no biatch. Y'all be wasting your time trying to get a biatch up there. Mr. 40 Hours, thank you for the 67 joules. I appreciate you, hun. Let's get into this mess with this yada do. I don't know who these people are. I found this on the gram from Tezarakic, or whatever his name is. It says another one exposed, high value minister Yada. He's a minister, allegedly beat his wife. A wicked woman is given to a wicked man. Another one exposed. Oh, I didn't know he was a minister, y'all. Ooh. Oh, you can't. Hold on. Why is StreamYard acting like a jackass right now? Hold on, y'all. All right, let's try this again.
Sanity, if you're worth something, listen, you are worth everything under this sun. Don't you ever forget who you are. All praises.
So Yada's wife.
Oh, wait, was that him?
If it's left him. Yada paraded like they was in a perfect marriage, perfect couple, gave advice, don't be poor, be rich, paying all this money just to find out it's another fraud, just like all these content creators are fraud. We find this out with these fake doctors, with these fake teachers, fake leaders, fake schools, XYZ like that. The Bible says a wicked woman is given to a wicked man as a portion. You wicked women need to do a better job. You are looking for high value men, and these high value men are beating the shit out of you. These high value men are creating content that you're down with when you know that it's a lie. So yes, it is completely wrong, the abuse that he gave you. But it was also wrong for you to let him propagate the lie. So you supported his lie and you paid for his lie. Matter of fact, he paid you $250,000 to report and promote his lie. So ladies, you got to ask yourself, is the abuse worth it?
Yes. Aren't these the people that used to say, I would rather get smack between the washer and dryer in a Mercedes or a Benz or something like that? So yeah, it's worth it. Listen, I ain't got no empathy or sympathy for her. I don't. I didn't realize that was the man at the beginning.
That sister got a black eye. Sister got a kid. Is the abuse worth
just one black eye? That's it?
The money. Is he a wicked man? Yeah. But how wicked are you when you join it?
You're wasting your time on a man that can't even pull $500 out of his bank account.
So that's his house?
And this man got you questioning if you're beautiful or not? questioning your sanity if you're worth something? Listen, you are worth everything under this sun. Don't you ever forget who you are. All praises.
Child, these are the people that follow Lamar Whitehead. These people ain't got no sense. Near none. Let me go over here to this on-site article thing. Yada Awakening's wife, goodbye. Child, these are their names. Yada Awakening's wife, Divine Queen Yada, says she is ending their nearly 8-year relationship after what she describes as years of domestic violence. In her statement, Divine said, seeing a bruise on her face just 8 weeks postpartum. Oh, she getting up on that postpartum bandwagon, child. Forced her to face what had been happening in their relationship. She also shared alleged text messages where she tells Yada, I can't take this seriously, y'all. Yada, that he hit her hard enough to break the rest of her tooth and leave her in severe pain. The allegations are especially shocking because Yada has built a major part of his platform around marriage, protecting women, providing for wives, and holding men accountable in relationships. You sassy streets. Child, all this is too much to begin with. What is going on? What's the religion? Yada religion? What's the religion? What is the religion actually, child? Because I'm so confused right now. Michael, thank you so much. He said, now suppose they need a pimp named not a pimp named Slickback. You so crazy. Y'all ain't shit. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I was ear hustling. I was ear hustling today, but I know he was in a rush, so I may have missed a lot of it. But this is weird.
I'm ashamed. I'm hurt, but I know I'll make it through. I've tried everything. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
Girl, why are you breaking to do a TikTok video then? Y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it. Play with your mom. Don't play with me. How could you do this to me? Oh my God. Everything I do for you, this is not right, Yada. Now I'm here to get my shit, but I'm gonna stop to make this video. Don't come over here. Don't come back over here. I'm here, but don't come back over here. True Hype, I appreciate you, hon. He said just throwing support, but wondering what Umar would say. Dr. Umar said, he would say, don't do this to our queens. It's not what you're supposed to do with a queen, but queen, you need to go back and work it out. That's what I think he would say. Say allegedly. This is so dumb. Don't come over here. I'm here, but don't come over here. I'm scared, but don't come over here. Did you hear what I said? Hello, Yada. Did you hear what Yada do? That's what I hear when I say that name. Y'all know that from Fred Flintstone. Katania mom up in here. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Boo. She said Black Hebrew Israelites. It's anti-white cult. Oh, this is what Frigidaire is on. This is why me and Frigidaire don't talk no more, because that ignorant ninja thought that I was supposed to know what the hell a Hebrew Israelite is, and that's what he allegedly is. Not the way you act, nigga.
I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
There's your Hebrew Israelite. Child, I'm going somewhere. Big boy, appreciate you. Say she should learn to bob and weave and tuck. She need to talk to Clarissa. Isn't her name Clarissa Shields or something like that? Hair is cute a little bit. Go ahead, girl. Get out of there, girl. Get out of there. Girl, is there water running? Do you need to go turn the water off?
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I'm hurt.
Just FYI, I have to find a way to get my mouth fixed fast. That night you hit me, broke off the rest of my tooth, and I've been having severe pain since. It is infected and will cause my breast milk to become infected. Go to Dr. Dave. That's the best bet at the best price. Oh, well, at least he's giving you some advice. That's good. Shout out to him. You were supposed to be there with me. You were supposed to always be my safe place. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, Yada. What am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Thanks for the tip.
Her braid? What am I looking at? Child, what am I looking at? Girl.
And if you were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him? What would be your last message?
That part's gonna make me cry. But I try everything, and in my heart, I love you. You will always be my best friend. But I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies. And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you, though. That's what I would say. That's great.
And if you were to never...
All right, I ain't reading all that. Shout out to Mike Love, known as Judge Love to y'all. Thank you so much. Boo, he said Frigidaire nor Yada is an Israelite. That's what he said. That's what he said. I'm just saying. I don't know what is going on. This is crazy stuff. I'm so sick. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. I'm so sick of people bringing their business on this damn internet. And then people think that everybody is supposed to have empathy and sympathy. No, I don't care. First of all, I don't care. Second of all, you're not going to sit here and talk about how scared you are, go to the house, tell them you're there, and sit there and make a TikTok and let the water run in the background. Then you're going to send him a message. Do you see how he really ignored that real quick and never answered her back? He said, girl, go over here because it's cheaper. That's their problem. We ain't done though. Reaper, I appreciate you looking like a big girl who was chasing Day Day. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kimmy, shout out to Kimmy with the tulips. I appreciate you, hon. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal. Let me see. Our friend Tip Network just put out a video, so I figure we'll learn a lot from this. They just put this out earlier. It says Yada Awakening's wife accuses him of doing the unthinkable, and guess who's going to jail? Who going to jail, child? Anybody know? Is somebody been arrested besides Sydney Starr? Ooh, Sydney Starr is not getting out. If you ain't see that picture, make sure you have already eaten before you look. Thank you, Kimmy, for the mystery gift, Jules. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let's hear it, child.
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I'm hurt. But I know I'll make it through. I'll try everything. Yada, everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
Is anybody surprised that this pander bear to the fifth power, a neutron bomb level pander, has accusations of putting his hands on his significant other?
And if you were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him?
That part don't make me cry, but I try everything, and I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't he already been to jail for the exact same thing?
He already was in jail for, I know you, goodbye. He was already in jail for DV. Child, goodbye. Michael Armstrong, thank you, hon. Correct. Frigidaire is an American appliance. Yes, absolutely. And a jackass here up on this damn YouTube. You know I got nicknames for everybody. A Friday reference. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. Lord help your people. What is going on? So I love how people just think that they're going to be the difference from a DVer, a red rummer, a rapist, and a child. You know who could come out of jail today? Besides R. Kelly. You think that if, okay, let's just say R. Kelly. You think if R. Kelly came out of jail today that no woman would want him? You think he would have a shortage of women, Bueller? If Mystical, who I was really going for, came out of jail today, do you think that he would have a shortage of women knocking on his damn door? Bueller? I think not.
The fact that people still think that the Yada guy is not beating on his wife and he got 2 wives is crazy to me because it's just been so much proof on the internet.
Hold on. And he got 2 wives?
I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I'm hurt, but I know I'll make it through. I'll try everything. Yeah.
And let me slow this down. I'm sorry. I gotta pay attention. He got 2 wives? Lord.
The fact that people still think that the Yada guy is not beating on his wife and he got 2 wives is crazy to me because it's just been so much proof on the internet.
Baby, his wife, Asia Yada, came out and said that she's been experiencing domestic violence after being 8 weeks postpartum. So to hear that his wife was getting abused, bruises all around the face and neck and eye area,
man, all right, boobs.
It's looking very bad for his following.
We told you all these frauds, Derek Jackson, Pop Dons, Yada, they all be frauds. They're grifters. Eventually, it always comes out. But as long as telling you whatever you want to hear, y'all going. Y'all eating it up. And I don't feel sorry when anything happens to them, their wives or their girlfriends, because they be right there complicit and allowing those men to scam these women, going along with this fake relationship.
I don't even consider it a scam at all. I don't. I get tired of people thinking that somebody else is supposed to protect you when you're running around talking about how wonderful you are and you know so much. So the whole world got to protect you. This is all the reason why you heifers need to not be on your own, because you be effing your own shit up and then turn around blaming somebody. It's your fault. You did that shit. You allowed that to happen. How is that anybody's fault? You want to go and listen to Derek Jackson and give him your money, give it to him. If he comes out and you find out he was a scam, don't be mad at him. Be mad at yourself. Be mad at yourself. People been saying, I don't know about this dude, but people was talking about Derek Jackson as soon as I got up on this internet. And I used to follow Derek Jackson not knowing who he was because he was saying the right stuff. But y'all, I was just following and listening to him because I was just following him and listening to him. I'm already married, so it doesn't matter, right? Y'all up here just believing every single thing that man says coming out of his damn mouth. I didn't know he was on the internet. I didn't know he was having shows. I didn't know nothing about that. I just saw him a few different places on Facebook. That's it. Child, y'all be putting a lot of faith in a lot of people that you can't even touch. Pause. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm just saying, get your own therapist. Not that you should touch them. Not that you should touch them. Reaper says, Ron Messi is pimping, not DV, money over life. Exactly. So these people out here staying in these situations on the internet talking about, I'd rather this happen in a BMW as opposed to a Toyota. Well, congratulations. And the fact that, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I'm sure Biatches feel sorry for her. I do not. She knew that he was full of shit and she didn't have no problem with taking y'all's money. Now y'all want to feel empathy and sympathy. See, this how y'all get F to F over. Shout out to RBN. Colors love to get scammed, child. Love it. Big boy, I appreciate you. Said, Messi, you know they love whippers and criminals for show. And a deceased black man at the hands of a white woman. But at this point, maybe the hands of a black woman, since Keisha's about to get off and get a pardon from Fred Flintstone and her baby daddy is gone and she still get to keep the kid. Whole different story, child. Y'all got to watch the Keisha video. I'm going to just leave it at that. Rachel in the building. Thank you so much. Boo. She says, shout out to Messi. Free R. Kelly, my lyrical genius today. I was listening to R. I think I told y'all that last week. We need him to create new music. I wish the heck he could. That'd be something else. I don't want to hear no prison songs, though. I want some good music. R. Kelly got some of the best music and the best remixes. One solo. Thank you, boo. The Yada package contains no 50-50, all hands. From what I understand, they saying dumb shit like a man's supposed to give you $10,000 a month. Child, who was believing that? Who? Somebody ain't got no damn sense. This is ridiculous, damn.
Like they're getting spoiled and all the type of shit. Whole time, both of them scamming y'all.
And it's the same one queen giving $25 just to.
So y'all want a bunch of money, but you don't want a ninja to not knock you between the washer and the dryer. Child, this liberals, more liberals, more reason why I will never vote Democrat ever again.
Queen are going to give you $250,000 a year to have a baby. My queen this and my queen that. All of that cabbage. This is the same person who we exposed over a year and a half ago for placing hands, not anointed type, on his significant other. And guess what? The lovely ladies of the community, they told us we were tripping. They called me all types of names. They said I was jealous, but what they didn't do is listen, and look where it got you.
If he says he wants you, make him pay $50,000. And if he can't afford $50,000 up front, set up a payment plan. If he says, hello, what's your name? 50,000.
Oh, yes, we're going to take a trip.
Child, goodbye. I know you fucking lying. Y'all telling me that you biatches was listening and believing that shit? Y'all ain't even got 50 cents. You think some man about to give you $50,000, put him on a pen? That's why y'all ain't got nobody. That's why y'all lonely. Y'all want, I think Mary J. Blige is the next one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Mary J. Blige is the next one that's up here talking about how lonely she is because she ain't got no kids and she ain't got no man. You got Tracy Ellis Ross. You got, what is her name? Nia got a kid, but she out here hoeing allegedly. And y'all want to sit here and listen to this shit? Y'all wasting time. Y'all wasting life hours. Y'all sit around and waste time. That's why that heifer from Ace Metaphor talking about I've been in a situationship for 23 years. How? Girl, please. Y'all supposed to be the most educated and the smartest. Dummism all 2026.
Now, memory lane for the Panda Bear's most panderous of hits.
250,000 a year. So if anything happens, she feels disrespected, I done something out of the character that she doesn't approve of, she has a safety net. And that 250,000.
Then Yada's wife better not be setting up no GoFundMe. She should be good. She should be good because she should have been getting $250,000, right?
Doesn't go to nothing but her in a bank account that I have no access to. Real men want to see you succeed.
I might be a little slow, but apparently, according to you and what you've been preaching, she's going to be able to keep $250K. A matter of fact, why don't you go on and double it up? Nah, triple it up. Let her walk away with $750K, almost a cool $1 million because you dropped out of your character doing what you wasn't supposed to do.
So you believe in keeping your assets, like she has a bank account that you have no access to. Does that mean you have that as well?
No. My money is her money and her money is her money.
Well, that's interesting because on the bottom of her...
My money... Wait.
You believe in keeping your assets, like she has a bank account that you have no access to. Does that mean you have that as well?
No. My money is her money and her money is her money.
Well, that's interesting because...
Oh, yeah, of course they was listening to that bullshit. Oh, Lord. Oh my God. I just don't understand how dumb y'all can be. This is complete and utter stupidity. Y'all just living in a fantasy world. Y'all really are living in a fantasy world. Y'all think Fantasy Island was real? It's not. It's not. Yo, let me read Michael first. Michael, thank you, boo. He said to the beat of Spin That. Crack that whip, crack that whip, crack that whip, bro, crack that whip. Craziness. Foolishness. That's what she wanted. She got what she wanted. This is why I can't sit around here feeling sorry for all of these bitches. Y'all wanted it. Y'all was right in there. Get your 250,000. I don't know if it was per year, per kid or whatever, and get on. Why you gotta get on the internet? Why? I'm tired of hearing this shit. Take your L's in private. We all got issues. We all got relationship stuff going on. Are we coming out on this internet talking about and showing freaking text messages and phone recordings and shit? Child. Katania's mom said, but can't afford a dentist. Yes, boo. Yes, just lying. Want to believe a lie so badly. Lord, fucking work. You want money? Work. Nobody owes you anything.
On the bottom of her Instagram post, she said that she started a GoFundMe. Why would she have to start a GoFundMe?
I'm about to Nicole, I'm about to shut this shit down. I know you fucking lying right now. What Oh my God! You bitches are so stupid. Oh my goodness. And you think we supposed to have fucking empathy for this shit? You set your own selves up for this. You do this. This woman knew this shit was bullshit, and she had no problem with telling you bitches that whatever they had going on was true. Y'all was following it on her strength of her lies as well. Y'all somewhere talking about, you shouldn't do this to a black woman. How dare you do this to a black woman? This is what they do. Ninjas ain't shit. You should never put your hand on a woman. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? You trying to say not to put your hands on a woman, but go ahead and delete a baby at 9 months? You can get the fuck out of my face. One more reason why. I ain't even gonna say it. A GoFundMe. Truman Show, y'all. The Truman Show.
If she had all of that money.
Inconceivable! Hey, can you cook me some food? 50,000. Hey, I got problems going on. 50,000. You're not playing wife to no man that cannot show you that he has husband characteristics.
And we know this lady was your shining star, your northern lights. We understand that she was supposed to be everything to you. And you, sir, you were supposed to be the man with the backbone and the plan to hold it up, and you couldn't do it. So y'all absolutely know what's going on now, right?
I feel like pandering to women is the most profitable business in the U.S. right now. I feel like when you lie to women and keep...
I'm about to change this up, y'all. I'm about to start pandering to the bitches. I gotta be nice. All right? I'm gonna start saying, child, let me know where you can go find the men at, child.
Thanks for the tip.
Just join the Patreon for $50 a month, and I'll let you know where they at. Every weekend, where you can go and find them. There's some good men, too. That's why they keep carrying on about these damn dating and single events. For the women that allegedly keep saying that they don't want y'all, you ain't shit, ain't been shit, ain't never gonna be shit, they certainly do be getting mad when y'all don't show up to them dating events. Why is that, Bueller? Why is that? These people got all this money, now all of a sudden she gotta go fund me. Who she think she is? Boo Bear? Who she think she, head Boo Bear? Yo, do she think she the head Boo Bear in charge? Girl, what? Ain't nobody giving you no money. They already gave it to Carmel and they already gave it to Nolan's mom. You ain't getting shit. You ain't getting shit. Maybe the Hebrew Israelites will come through though. Yeah, that could be it. Maybe the what is it? Israel Hebrewites. Child, whoever. Maybe they'll come through for her. I'm sure they will. They got all the money too, right? Right? This is so dumb. Reaper, appreciate you. He said Black Eye and GoFundMe go hand in hand. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are normal.
Them single, it's the most profitable thing you can do in this country because single women spend a lot of money and women in relationships usually spend their money on it.
We all spend a lot of money. You ain't even gotta be single. Women spend money. I ain't gonna lie. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. He said single women spend money. We all spend money, honey. We all do. Big boy, thank you, honey. He said Yada is Ike Turner. Oh no, is Ike Turner reincarnated? Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake. Oh, Ike taking straight. Shout out to Wayne London in the building. I see you, boo. This is crazy.
Kids.
He's right, you know.
And what I learned is you can't tell them the truth because it's against the agenda. And that's usually when people get mad at you and want to cancel you because you're being honest.
You see, one thing that we recognized was Cat Daddy was full of it. It was all a grift. The men knew that it was a grift over and over again because we understand the number one way
he ain't even got no socks on
to make money. The number one way to sell things, to sell your courses, to sell your products is to pander to women. And this guy had it down pat.
My wife left me, but how can I blame her? I introduced her into a better version of myself. And she told me she's not coming back. My old version tried to love her as if she was the same woman I met 10 years ago.
No, my guy, your wife left you because you kept putting ooh wee knots all up on her forehead.
My new version understands she's evolved. So my love must evolve as well. Because the things she needed 10 years ago ain't the same needs now.
I absolutely believe that he could have very well beat that woman.
Is he trying to win her back, y'all? Is he trying to get the wife back? She'll just give her $500,000. It sounds like that works, right? Oh, you ain't got it? How y'all living in this house? But then again, Whitehead lived in a house like this, if y'all recall, right? And then the church looked like a garage where you put your car in there to get it detailed. And they thought that that was normal. The way that man was living in Jersey, as expensive as Jersey is.
She's evolved. So my love must evolve as well. Because the things she needed 10 years ago ain't the same needs now.
I absolutely believe that he could have very well beat that woman. I even believe that he could have been a person who was mean, was hateful, all of those things. But what if he changed though? Because a lot of his content. He talks about the way that his life was transformed, and this is the reason why he does now preach the message that he preaches.
Well, how about 8 years ago when you got arrested for the same thing? How about 7 years ago when you did it again? How about you stop with all of this cappage? See, I know the whole routine. You take these slow movies in front of this big house that you probably don't even own, and if you do own it, you're just leasing it. And if you're not leasing it and you do own it, it's just from grifting the community.
Yo, what if he doesn't own it? He just standing in front of somebody's house. What if he just standing in front of somebody's house and it's not even his? I can't take this, y'all. I can't take this. She over there saying, what if he has changed? Well, look at her. She has to believe something like that. Who the hell she getting?
You take this long picture talking about how you've changed and how you evolved and how you have to pander and bow down to your women, knowing that the women who support you are going to give everything they can. Man, you might as well be a prosperity preacher because it's the same old grift, the same old enticement, the same beautiful lies, except this one is a little more diabolical because we already knew what you were about and you already had a record, but the blind leading the blind, following the blind because of the blind will get fooled all the time.
And the goals and dreams you had 10 years ago ain't the same goals and dreams now. The new version of me understands this. He provides better.
That's right. He provides doohickeys and oops upside your heads over and over and over again.
He must be a provider, he must be a leader, and he must be able to sacrifice for you. Because what a man invests in, a man appreciates. If this man can buy that old car outside for $60,000 with high mileage that keeps falling apart, he can pay $50,000 for you.
It's hard to tell if somebody has money too or not.
You know what I'll tell you? Date them all, but keep your vagina to yourself.
Okay. That's not what you want. Yeah,
but no. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Date them all, but keep your vagina to yourself because the one that's just playing.
Now you know damn well they ain't keeping their vagina to themselves.
With you, he's not gonna last. He's gonna show because he's gonna move you on to the next one.
Okay. What if you would be like, you want to sleep with me? $50,000.
Facts.
Because that's advice you would give, right?
Listen.
Wow. What if that conversation?
That would be prostitution, whoredom.
Like what that conversation look like? Like we ask you to dinner and then
it's funny. No, because I tell my sisters this: if a dude wants to date you, $50,000 all the
like
time.
in cash or
no, they can't afford a payment plan. Shut your stupid ass up.
So let me just point out that at this point right here in the grift, all of the ladies of the community who supported this clown was all fine with being commoditized, all fine with being reduced down to transactional. Just think about it.
This is why there's so many broken homes. Because we tell these women to be loyal to men that aren't loyal to them. And they try. And they don't waste 10 years of their life.
Did that man say broken homes or broken bones?
I'm telling you. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, strengthen us, guide us, protect us, shield us, and lead us to the best version of ourselves.
But the most hilarious thing is that the ladies of the community will hold this individual up as somebody that you should have paid attention to, somebody that when they paid attention to him and they were fooled, they didn't see past the facade because he said all the right things. They fell in love with what their ears heard and not in love with their eyes seen.
Women do fall in love with words.
Okay, yeah, I will give you that because I will let someone love bomb the hell out of me.
Okay.
So, and I'm a pretty smart woman, but I don't know. When someone's saying the right things, you can get me for like a week.
Even men know.
For a week? Girl, what? Okay. Then how did the girl end up in a 23-year situationship then? How come these bitches be talking about, I've been with him for 15 years and 3 kids later and I'm still not married? Oh my God. Michael, thank you, hon. Money changes everything for another day in the scene. These people ain't even seeing $5,000, let alone $50,000. This is just stupid talk. This is all dumb. These people so desperate and swear they're so smart and so stupid at the same damn time.
Women fall in love with their ears. Stop falling for what he says and start watching what he does.
And 50,000 is a low number. But ladies, listen, he still has to take care of you from head to toe and pay every single bill because your money is your money and his money is your money.
Oh, there you go, gentlemen, in case you didn't know. Your money is her money and her money is her money. All right. That's how y'all supposed to do this, in case you didn't know.
Now, so y'all quiet. The Queens is quiet now. So since they fell in love with him saying all the right things, they will turn around and accuse and blame and demonize the next man who comes up to them saying that, hey, I can't trust you because of this guy. A matter of fact, a lot of the ladies will put this entire thing on all black men. Men who work hard, men who do the right thing, men who don't, have never abused their wives or their girlfriends or their significant other. And they'll boil us all down to this antidote because they fell for the beautiful lies that this person was telling them. But just like Kevin Samuel said, it's not our fault that you fall for felons and butt kickers.
Oh, so you pick whoopers and felons. I'm not gonna let you get on here and talk about what black men are not when you pick and whoop dudes that whoop and are felons. No, no, you had 20 million to pick from.
Just because you fell for the okey doke, I'm not saying that you deserve to somebody to go oops upside your head several times. And I'm not saying that every lady in the community absolutely didn't understand what was going on here. Some ladies, when they seen the proof, they got far away from this grifter. However, not enough of them was vocal. Not enough of people just stood up and looked at it and said, hey, what this guy's saying is too good to be true.
And
It's one of those moments where it reminds you that everything that glitters ain't gold. And I'm not taking away from the fact that this woman was abused and she did everything to hold her family together. But think about moments that they went viral for her husband, paying her $250,000 a year on $150,000 for each pregnancy, and she has the house and the cars. But yet he's treating her like trash.
And even this young lady,
she wasn't getting that money, ma'am. You want to leave that part out? Oh my God.
Grounded as she's talking, can't understand. If he was lying about taking care of her, lying about not putting his hands on her, he's probably lying about the money. Don't you understand? It's all a facade. And this is the thing that we were trying to say. We were saying, dude's a cornball, pack you up. We were telling him that he had to get out of here, that it was just absolutely ridiculous. Nobody's doing this at all. Just think about this. Bill Gates isn't saying that I'm going to give my wife $250,000 for a kid. No, if you're with me, you're with me. You get to live the fruits of the labor. But ma'am, you just don't get money for doing stuff that everybody else does for free. Just think about this. Beautiful women all over the world are having births without getting $250,000. But you think that you're so special. You feel that you're so special that you moved this rich man to move heaven and earth to give you extra money for doing something that you could do naturally. That doesn't cost you.
I guess that's why the least married continue to be the least married.
Anything to do it except from your body, of course. So it doesn't make sense. But see, these are the things that people want to believe. You believe that you're so valuable, you're so gullible, that millions of women all over the country will follow this fellow over and over again because he's telling you what you want to hear. You want to believe it. You want to fall down the rabbit hole to the sunken place. And you don't understand the truth is that it was never that way in the first place.
And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you though.
You see, this man's core competency is mental manipulation. His core competency is a grift to get you to think.
No, you know, shout out to the Tip Network, but let me tell you something. While he is responsible for this whole shenanigan, because he probably put it together, I don't have any sympathy for that woman at all. Because like a couple of people have said, she knew what was going on. She went along with it. Sisters can believe what you want to. She went along with that mess. Duped y'all too. Now she out here with a GoFundMe. The shit was not real. Stop believing all this dumb shit that don't make no damn sense. Y'all so desperate to have some fantasy come true. It doesn't work like that. You want to be rich, you get married, you build together. That's it. That is the fucking key. But you can't be running around having kids, 3 kids, waiting 13 years for Usain Bolt to freaking say he's finally gonna, propose to you. Y'all be waiting all this time and all these years for shit. There is no waiting. How much time do you have? We all only have a limited amount of time on this damn earth. And you gonna wait for one man. All these men in the world, you gonna wait around for one damn man. It's clear, it'd be clear and evident when someone doesn't want you and is not interested in you, y'all still gonna stay. I understand trying to make it work. I understand trying to hold out hope and all that. But y'all, how long? 10 years? 13 years? 23 years? That's life you're losing. Sitting around waiting for something that don't want you. That one with the 23-year situationship, damn man was married to somebody else. How dumb are you? Y'all so dumb. But I'm supposed to listen to y'all when it comes to fucking voting? No. Y'all can't even get your hair color straight. No. Papa Like Brown, thank you so much for the gold coin. I see you. I appreciate you. Anyway, that's all I got for that mess. Speaking of foolishness, child, I've been trying to get to this. Let's get to it. Your girl Kendra Gilliams is over here with Light Bright. I forget her name. L'Oreal, if I'm not mistaken. You remember her from Clowned? Both of them from Clown. Oh no, Kendra left and then L'Oreal came in to get her spot. Y'all remember that, right? These are people that you don't need to be listening to. Allegedly over here trying to get married and shit. You listening to unmarried people with blue hair.
Like, so I signed the contract with OWN back in February.
Okay.
So they reached out in January of this year. So I've known since January, and we just kind of been waiting for the right moment to when we were going to launch it. So I got to tell you though, like when I signed my contract in January, because everything, like you say, is own.
Yeah.
But in the contract, you know, it's Kendra and my last name, Oprah Winfrey. So like my name is right next to Oprah's name. And it was like, that was just a real moment for me. Like there's a power in somebody's name. And I think men can attest to this. When you get married, the honor is you're giving your wife your last name.
Yeah.
And the fact that Oprah Winfrey is extending her name, like to me and to be attached to it, it's a very surreal feeling, you know.
Yeah, Oprah's losing her damn mind.
I was very emotional when I signed the contract. Got re-emotional when it came out. It came out Essence Fest when the press release came out. And You know, it's just something that I couldn't design this any better. This is all God's plan, and I'm very humble and grateful by the honor and the opportunity to be.
Who's marrying Light Bright, child? The girl with the blonde hair, her name is L'Oreal. Who marrying her, Bueller? Who? Reaper, I appreciate you. He says, shut the ish down and come and hit the like button. Who? Anybody, Bueller? RBN, are you still here? She might be available. She might come to wherever you live in the Midwest.
And I love this because you really truly bet on yourself.
Yes.
Like, you knew that you was onto something. I know that you had a conversation at one point in time with Country Wayne about ownership when it came to your content. And for us now to see it come a full circle moment where there's a full press release with not only your show, but then a younger generation with Zoe Spencer. And the two of y'all were being pushed together, which I thought was super dope because it shows your reach when it's not just to the older generation, but also to the younger generation. So how does that feel now that you are seeing your dream come to play, for real?
Shout out to Country Wayne. I love him so much. But really, the ownership idea, not for nothing, came from Oprah, because Oprah taught me as a media personality, you can never get fired when you're the boss, right? And you know, that's why I'm not even sure we ever had a guest co-host or a guest host for the Oprah Winfrey Show. I think either she was there or it was a rerun, but it was never someone could fill in for her. But she showed us as media talent that you can own your.
Yeah, I do believe that is accurate. She just played a old episode. Squeegee Kid in the building. Your wife, boo. He said, shout out to Kendra Grift. Another grift, exactly. Another grift, exactly. Child colors love to be scammed, I tell you.
Platform, you can own your face. So she's really the inspiration that made me want to go and invest in my own dating app, because I wanted ownership for, like, you know, I own my show, I own my dating app, all those things, and Tyler Perry. You know, both of those two billionaire Black people taught me that, like, literally. But with Zoe, oh my God, she's such a talented young girl.
Love her.
I love her.
So cute.
She's so cute. She's so talented. You know, she has this social media thing on lock, and I love that we're two different generations, because she's in her 20s. I tell my age, I'm 47. I love telling my age because I want people to know this is a 25-year journey for me, and I want people to know nothing happens overnight. So I don't mind telling my age, but I love Zoe. She's gonna do so well, and she's gonna keep going. She's such a sweet girl. And
who the hell is Zoe? Do y'all know who Zoe is? She out here with a show too? Who trying to marry L'Oreal? Fa? L'Oreal needs to pick a damn hair color and stick with it. She will not. Child, she done been out here with pink and yellow, loud and obnoxious. She gonna be on Kiki's couch or whoever's younger when she get a little bit older, talking about all the people she slept with, even though she's already talked about it. Chris Cross in the building. Thank you for the poop boo. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal.
Very talented.
Yeah, you don't mind saying anything that's on your mind. And that's what so they tried to
I knew L'Oreal was coming with something.
I know they had like a little, I felt like it was clickbait because when I watched the whole exchange between you and a gentleman that basically tried to come at you and say, well, are you hosting a single show? I know it happened numerous times because it was also Cam. Cam Newton called you out on that, but there was another stage you were on.
Yeah, Essence Fest.
Stage.
Yeah, I think I was by myself. I don't remember who was on the stage with me, but I do know what you're talking about. I get that question a lot. How can you be single and host a single show?
The show's called Single.
Literally, the show is called Kendra G Singles, and this is when I love like somebody like Kyle's in the building who can attest how it started organically. I was in a relationship and broke up during COVID. If you guys can all remember, during April 2020, well, really broke up in March of 2020. We couldn't quarantine with nobody because it was too dangerous. At the radio station, we weren't even going in live in the studio no more.
We worked from home for a year and a half.
Yes. So when that relationship ended, I was literally by myself with my dog in my apartment.
That was your public. You had like a really public relationship.
No, that one wasn't public.
Okay.
That's so funny because no one ever talks about that guy. And you better never talk about that guy. Actually know who he is.
What do you mean?
But I never posted him, and I learned the power of.
I feel like I know who it is, but I'm gonna be
know.
Was he in sports?
No, he wasn't in sports.
Okay,
He wasn't in sports. He got money.
Girl, who cares? We know the damn story. You don't. Manzette, I appreciate you for the gold coin, boo. All right, so now they want to equate it. So she's single in a show called Single, so it makes sense for her to host it. Is the point of being on Singles on to continue to be single? I mean, they can wordplay all they want to for the dummies, and we know there's a lot of dummies, right? The point of Singles on is to bring singles together, to get them together for a relationship, I'm assuming for marriage. So for her to say, well, the show is called Singles On and I'm single. Word vomit. Play that shit with some other dummy. Play that shit with some other dummy child. Crazy. Michael, thank you for another 2. He said another weirdo sighting. Story continues. You don't want to marry L'Oreal? Nobody interested in L'Oreal? Bueller? Nobody? Hey, Mr. DJ, thank you for the poop. I appreciate you. Crazy. Foolish.
You know, they all have money, right? But
either way,
either way, not to go on attention. Let's stay focused. But no, because of that breakup, and it's the truth. D-Nice inspired it because D-Nice started connecting us via music on IG Live. And I just felt like if I feel this way single, other people feel this way single. So I went on IG Live and literally, you know, because we're on media, we know when something's a hit. I knew the first night because it was regular people. They were entertaining as hell. I had a white guy that only wanted a black girl. I had a black guy who said he had 2 impossible for children. The baby was on the way, wasn't sure if it was his baby. I had a gay guy that was looking for a surrogate. Like all this happened at night 1. And I said, if I take take this serious, it would change my life. And I literally did take it serious. I added it to my work schedule.
What you looking for?
There
we go.
No, listen, let me answer to it.
Pairing everybody else, I'm gonna pair you up. Let's go.
Well, no, listen. I'm gonna say
good pair.
No, I don't know. I didn't mean it like that.
We gotta put a pause between the names. Wait a minute. Say that again. No, never say it again. We're gonna try it again. Say it again. It's a good pair. It's a good pair.
No to you.
I don't know him like that.
I don't know you like that. I wasn't trying to say anything.
She's saying best
but what I will say is, it's never about Kendra trying to find a man. The man gotta find Kendra. And I'm not easy. Here's the deal. I sit in a.
It ain't about Kendra finding a man. The man gotta find Kendra. This is the relationship guru.
I don't know him like that.
I don't know you like that. I wasn't trying to say anything.
She's saying best
but what I will say is, it's never about Kendra trying to find a man. The man got to find Kendra. And I'm not easy. Here's the deal. I sit in a true seat of knowing my value and my worth. And I just feel like anyone that gets added on to me will be a blessed person because I'm a good woman. I'm an asset. I'm gonna pour in. And I feel
she is a good woman. She's an asset, and she's gonna pour in.
Like back to when I said I got the contract earlier this year, I was very strategic. I said I'm not dating this year, and most men can relate to this because when
she's not dating this year. Did you hear that? She was very strategic and said she's not dating this year. Pop Light said no one's checking for you, Kendra. Men are checking for Kendra. She knows a lot of high value men. Remember? She says it all the time. Ashy Foot is here for his girl. Shout out to you, boo. Thank you so much, hun. He said, Kendra still can't say my name. Say my name. Say my name. Goes to show, as Michon tells us, we need to be careful when giving that grade A. Y'all don't listen to me. I not only gave grade A, but I left my sandals on. It has had Kendra hooked for 3 years now. Kendra says she's single. That's why the show's called Single and she's single, so it makes sense that she does it. I mean, we know she bullshitting. Well, those of us with sense know she bullshitting. The stupid people believe her. Yeah, sis. Wait for that man, sis. Well, then why are y'all going on her show? If she waiting for her man, why y'all going on that show trying to entice a man to come to you? Because honestly, I don't disagree with her. I got to be honest with you. Going and looking for a man is usually when you get into trouble. You'll just be out and about and something will happen and something will click with somebody, or you'll be hanging with somebody and all of a suddenly or something like that. Y'all be looking to your own detriment, looking desperate, and then they be like, oh yeah, she desperate, so let me go on ahead. That's what I think. If you just living your life and you're just out in the world, there's men everywhere. Y'all want to listen to this heifer and go to her show, knowing that there's people sitting there watching and listening. Not as many people from what I understand as it used to be, right? Sitting there listening to what the hell it is that you're saying, and then they could call you up and just reiterate back to you what the hell it is that you say. You get a wet ass, they leave you, then you're like, what happened? What happened? You stupid. Yet again. Y'all dumb. Didn't y'all say they need to take away some Women's Voting Act? They probably need to take something else. I don't care. It don't matter to me. I'm too old. I ain't got time. But I'm never voting Democrat again. Let me make sure I say that again and make that clear.
You work for something. I hear men say all the time, I'm focused. I think on no relationship. I got to do certain things. So why is it so hard when a woman says the same thing? I didn't want anything to mess up the opportunity. It took me 25 years to get an opportunity to be attached to the Oprah Winfrey Network. No energy. Nobody is.
You better not mess that up.
Going to ruin that year for me. I had to stay focused this year. So I could be in a relationship easy. I could be married just to shut everybody up. But I'm real.
Girl, now you just talking stupid. Girl. So she didn't get in a relationship and get married because of Oprah. Well, what was you doing before the Oprah opportunity came, boo? Them 5 years before you got the offer? What was you doing? Girl, go play with somebody else.
Authentic and genuine. I'm not a gimmick. And although I believe in marriage, I have 4 weddings this year. I don't believe marriage is the right thing for every human. And I don't know if marriage is the right thing for me. I would be in a committed relationship, but to sign a document and have my assets attached to a person at this moment
That's
in
how
time.
men be feeling.
No,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
that's
But
how men be
it feels like if I was a man, every man would understand my conversation. It's just because I'm a woman, you're not used to a woman saying, no, I'm good. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't marry me and things go sour, and then you think you're gonna get half of my money and be with another woman. Honey, you going to heaven. You're gonna be at Tupac concerts. You're gonna be doing all.
What if he got more than you though?
Okay, so let me ask you this: if a man has more than me, would y'all say more than likely he's gonna want more than one woman?
Yeah.
Okay. So why would I want to? So why would you ask me to agree to be with a man that y'all will all think is going to have more than one woman?
I feel you. Listen, I've seen
Why would I sign up for that?
I've seen the maturation. I want to say this really quickly. I've seen when you've been head over heels with somebody.
Oh God.
I've seen when you've been done with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I've seen when you thought
Because he knows me for real.
I've seen when you thought this was going to be the one and all of that. You know what I mean? But so I like the maturation. I also remember the days where some of the things you're saying now you may not have agreed with back then.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And I can say this. Shout out to Kyle and Leon, who I did the morning show with, who are married men who used to tell me stuff all the time.
All the time.
My
Like,
show.
are you really thinking that?
No, but let me tell you.
Oh, she was over there with all these married men and still couldn't get it together. Yeah, go listen to her. Squeegee Kid, thank you, boo. He said, more like it's never about Kendra finding a scam. A scam got to find Kendra. Ask Ashley if you don't believe me. No, I believe it. No, I believe it. This is crazy. That man knows everything about me. He seen me everything. He seen me everything. And you sitting there with, she said, 2 married men, and she still ain't got it together. Child, y'all be better off talking to them men than talking to her. But I guess if they just want to be single, be single then.
Well, let me tell you, maybe I was once the delusional women of the show that would call in because my show is my education form. People think like my show taught me everything I know for the last 6 years because I have interviewed people and now I actually know the real data. So now I'm really in this and I do
She know the real data.
singles events. So I know in real time the ratio for the amount of man that is described that women want opposed to the amount of options he has. So literally this tall, good looking, attractive guy, it's not an exaggeration when I say he has a good 10,000 options. I could bring him to different cities and every woman is still, because women are like everybody, attraction wins. So
Can I just say this, y'all? Even if he doesn't have money, in my opinion, as long as you're not a bum, as long as you aren't on the side of the road living in a tent city, child, even those people be effing. Any man has an option because women are desperate. Any man has an option to sleep with another woman because women are desperate. Lindsay Clancy's husband is remarried. Lindsay Clancy's husband is remarried. Yeah, he got money, but child, you was just married to a woman that deleted 3 damn kids. I'm sorry, that's just not like, I don't think, yeah, that's the one. That's what I think. I heard that and I was like, I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. It's too many desperate women. I told y'all that's why I don't know these heifers. No, it's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. Then it's somebody else. Like I said, if R. Kelly comes out, you think he's going to have a shortage of women? If, who was it? Mystical comes out. You think he's going to have a shortage of women throwing themselves at him? Now he famous, so all right, that's a little bit different. But y'all, all you got to do is be halfway decent looking. That's it. Tall. You got to be tall, girl. All that shit. She talking about if they rich. Yeah, all right. Yeah. But still, even down here, child, we listen to it here on tonight's conversation. Those people ain't rich. They talking about a 23-year situationship.
Even when we have a singles event, people are still focusing on the most attraction first over the character first. So I will say Kyle is correct, and my show has taught me now what I know.
Do you see that it's more available and worthy women than men? Because we did see you were at InvestFest.
Yes.
And then when I look at InvestFest and your singles event, when I looked at the videos of InvestFest, there was a lot of men. Then when I looked at that room of singles, I know it was in Atlanta, but I seen a lot of women in that room.
So there's 2 videos. So for InvestFest, first,
Because the men were there to learn about money and the women were there to try to find a man with money. Is that hard to understand? Bueller, what is she talking about? Shout out to Severe Smoking Talk in the building. Hey, boo. He said, what's up, y'all? Sorry I'm late to the party. Shout out to the gorgeous woman, Messy. Shout out to all the mods and to the chat. Salute. Shout out to you, boo. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You are never late. You are always on time. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal while we sit here and listen to this foolishness of Kendra and Light Bright.
I got to show love. We're talking about InvestFest to Rashad and Troy, who have put me a part of InvestFest for the last 3 years.
Oh, that's who it was. So Quality Guy mentioned Charles Manson. Luigi, the guy that we synced on video, delete the healthcare UFO guy, whatever that company was. And women been sending him shit, visiting him, trying to visit him, and would marry him in a heartbeat. Because that's what bitches do. I don't know why y'all be acting like y'all don't know and that they don't be doing that. Child, it's Wayne's birthday? Is that what y'all saying? Hold on. These bitches is crazy. Ain't nobody got time to be listening to them. Happy birthday. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Shout out to Wayne Lunday, my boo, up in here. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, boo. Shout out to you, boo. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully you did something besides come over here to this crazy ass shit, okay? Shout out to you and Mrs. Hopefully you did something last weekend or this weekend coming. Happy birthday. Appreciate you always being here. Wait. I'm here. This is the chat. These are my people. Yes, these are your people. Yes, everybody say happy birthday to Wayne. Always here, always supporting the channel. Very, very good guy. Shout out to our vets as always. Appreciate you, boo. Shout out to Dr. AJC. Appreciate you as usual, hon. It says entrance fee and greetings to the lovely Michon. Thank you so much. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that's still hanging out in here. A little bit over 2 hours. I may have about a good half an hour left. See, after we get through this, child, if I make it through.
I don't think I don't like black men. No, I don't like men, or I don't like people in general that are just negative. I love black men because
haven't you only dated black men?
I've only dated black men, but also like so many black men like Rashad and Troy have put me in position to win genuinely. My dad is a black man who has invested in me more than any human on this earth. So I really do love black men. But
he really does love y'all.
But to your question about, you said something about
is more eligible.
This is the thing that I think women got to get to when it comes to dating. At the end of the day, I think that this is the harsh question, but it's the real question. You might be successful, you might have money, you might be intelligent, but does that successful man want to have sex with you? Like that's the basic question. Yeah. Does he want to have sex with you? Because it might be a business relationship. You might be all the things. He might want to do business with you. He might want to have a meeting of the mind with you. But is he sexually attracted to you? Does he want you to have his children? Are you then going to put what you're doing second to be a part of his life? Because he has so many options of women that are willing to do that. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of times that these women want, they don't want you to have a boss because it's like, yo, I have men friends that are like, I don't want her to have a job. If I'm going to Italy, she got to be able to come with me to Italy for 2 weeks. You can't be asking nobody for permission if you want that type of guy. So I think there's a misconception and things that I've also learned from being in this space now.
Most of the people that's calling into that show don't have that option. Ain't no men checking for them like that. Let's be honest. Are we going to be honest? We going to lie. Now, I'll give it maybe wherever Kendra hangs out with all these people that she says she hang out with. But y'all, these heifers out here talking about 10 baby daddies with 55 children. Y'all, ain't nobody taking them to Italy. Ain't nobody taking them to Italy. That ain't their problem. Kendra can sit here and say this shit all she wants to. We know what it is. Locked and loaded. Thank you for the poop. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to Elizabeth in the building. Thank you so much, hon. She says, I'm on replay. That's not Kim with Northwest. That's Danielle, Kim's stylist. She hangs out with North. That's why it doesn't look like Kim. Oh, wow. We was all wrong. Yeah, clearly I don't watch them people. All right, y'all. Yeah, she definitely looks like Kim. So Kim had to have somebody hang out with her daughter that looks like her. Child, you can't, there's something wrong with these people. All these people. Foolish. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the donation, boo.
And owning a dating app. And this, again, is after doing all these interviews and just in real time talking to these men, I think that successful women sometimes forget there is a very important attraction, a part of this that has to be in consideration. Mm-hmm. And I don't make the rules. Yeah. And listen, sis, don't put your worth on if a guy likes you or not. You're worthy. I think you are amazing and beautiful, but you just might not be his preference. Just like how women have a preference. He makes $40,000. That's not your preference. That's fair. Mm-hmm. So if a guy says, I have a preference in age or availability or, you know, you got to give him that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Todd just said that the other day. What did he say? That the youngest you should date is half your age plus 7?
I've heard that. I don't think there's one size. Here's the thing. Also, I love it.
The youngest you should date is half your age plus 7. Where did they get this shit from? Where do they get this shit from?
There's not a one size fit all answer. The answer is really unique to you. What works for you? Everybody has a different reason for a different reason. I'm a worldly woman. Like, so for me, it's difficult. I can be.
I'm a worldly woman. Y'all heard that, right? I'm a worldly woman. Girl, where she been in the world? She been to Kansas. Where the hell she been in the world?
But I mean, in Atlanta, I could go to Spain tomorrow. I country hop, honey. I don't club hop. There's some people who are confined to their city.
Oh.
I mean, it is what it is.
Trying to go like we did.
Let me hit you with this real quick. Let's go to the show for a second because I love this description, right? Dating Download is the show, Kendra G show. It says where you take 10 women and pair them with the exact type of man they say they want on paper. The provider, the entrepreneur, the soft guy, the reform player. So how often do they meet? I know we have to watch all the episodes, but just give me an idea of how it is when they say they want this guy and the realism that hits them when the guy gives them his requirements.
Kyle always brings it back to business. Like Kyle is so great at this job. I love Kyle so much. He's gonna always reset it. So what you're gonna learn in Dating Downloads is it's in Front Street. You're gonna see it in real time. We did our best to match either aesthetic or characteristic. So we found the character of what you say you want. You want a guy that's gonna be faithful, loyal, and not cheat, but maybe he didn't have the aesthetic. And you see it episode 3 with Julie and Roger. And the internet is having a crazy time with Julie because she says in real time, I was disappointed when I saw him. I like high yellow men with tattoos. This man looks boring. And you know, and what, you know, we're only seeing a portion of the date. I was there in real time. I also have producer credits for Dating Download. So I was there in real time during the date. And I liked Roger so much because he was like, oh, you never been here? I want to take you here. Oh, you never been to that place? Like he was like willing to like show her different things.
She was in the look.
She was like, it was like a no-go. And then she was like, you know, we do a thing after. She was like, and then she even says to me, when you watch it, I was like, that was your husband. She was like, he would have to have a lot of money for me to be with a man like him so my friends could understand. So you're seeing in real time what some of the mindsets of the women.
And why she's single.
Right. Now, to be fair, I only interview the women except for one guy. Now this one's gonna set it off. There's one episode in which I interview the guy, and I you know, we'll see how things go, but we definitely will do more interviews with men if we, you know, continue on with the series. But this one is only the women. So I think the women are in Front Street, but I think this also applies to men. Sometimes men say they want character, but you choose the baddie. You choose the woman that wants you because of your money.
Yeah. So they just want her for the weekend, though. They don't want to marry her.
Well, no,
don't get her pregnant.
Okay.
Thank you.
If they get her pregnant, then you locked in and you can't get mad at the baby hustle because whoever has the most to lose in the relationship needs to be the wisest. Like she's supposed to try. I don't condone this, but some girls are on a baby hustle. Like that's the way they're gonna get to the millions. And you should be educated enough to know what she's on and protect yourself because you have the most to lose, not her.
Right.
You know?
Anthony Edwards. So how did these the question
That's not profound. I've been saying that forever. Why are you dealing with people who have nothing to lose? Because in corporate America, you start messing around with somebody in your department, you're supposed to disclose and then they separate you. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it used to be. Let me say that back in the day, that's what it used to be. But VPs and SVPs messing around with the secretary, yeah, your ass is possibly messing around with a $300,000+ secretary for a person that probably make $35,000-$40,000. That's why if you're gonna be messing around with somebody that got something to lose, because as soon as you don't, you're the one that's gonna lose every single time. I don't understand why that's so hard to understand. She ain't profound over here. She ain't profound at all. That's just common damn sense.
Here's workout because I know, like, I watch a lot of these dating shows, and they're like these questionnaires are like 5,000 questions.
No. So the thing with Dating Download, it was a date, so they got to literally be on the date.
I mean, as far as when you vet out the people.
Oh, when we vet out the people. Yeah. You know what we try to do the best is you always get a lot of women. So we just try to, we try to match as many men we had to what women were asking for. But you should really watch dating. I mean, it's like they're like snippets. They're like about 17 minutes each every episode, but they're so good. Like I had one girl, your friend, Michael B. Jordan. She said he wasn't.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ! I knew it. Can't help myself.
No, but I just remember that. I had a moment.
I don't think
Yeah, the next episode is coming out tomorrow. I just looked. The next Dating Download episode is tomorrow.
I haven't known him.
Okay, but either or. She said in the episode that Michael, because she's a journalist, and she was saying, I asked her a question. So as a journalist, if you interview people, if Michael B. Jordan was asked you on a date, you would say no? And she was like, well, he's not my type. And I was like, what? Like, and then, but here's the deal. When it went past online, a lot of women were saying he ain't my type either. And I was literally flabbergasted because I work on this in real time. And I'm just saying, like, this is a hardworking black man. Loves his mother. In every moment of his biggest career, he had his mama with him. So that shows his character. Everyone speaks so highly of him. Got no kids, never been married. And that type of man's not their type. I mean, he can't get a date.
Was he ugly?
Was no.
Oh, well, hold on now.
I didn't think he was ugly. I thought her date in particular, but she also didn't like him. She didn't. She said Boris Kojo is her type.
That sounds like Michael B. Jordan, but older.
But it was about tall. A lot of women have an aesthetic type, and here's the harsh reality: are you your type? Like, have we ever thought about that? Like you're literally
Kevin Samuels back.
They compare.
That's where it comes in, because it's supposed to be she get upset because they compare her to Kevin Samuels. Oh Lord, I had to wait this long to get to this shit.
Tall. A lot of women have an aesthetic type, and here's the harsh reality: are you your type? Like, have we ever thought about that? Like you're literally
Kevin Samuels back.
They compare you to Kevin Samuels sometimes.
Okay, let me say this: did Kevin Samuels interview gay men? Did Kevin Samuels interview transgender people?
Well, they say you're like the female.
No, hold on, we got to the whole totality.
Okay.
Did Kevin Samuels have poly people on his show? My show has always been a dating show. So yes, we have black women on our show.
His show wasn't a dating show. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? His show wasn't a dating show.
Is a large portion, but my show was
He was probably over there telling them not to follow yada yada and yada.
always centered around a dating show. And I think people compare the two because they always like to focus on black women only, but there's so many other components of my show. I don't think he's ever interviewed gay men on his show. I don't think he's ever interviewed transgender people on his show. I don't think he's ever interviewed people in poly relationships. So yes, there's a similarity to the women component, but my show has always been focused on finding people love. And another reason I got to say this is I am a 25-year journalist. I have a degree. I went to college. I was doing this before YouTube was created, before podcast equipment was on sale. No YouTuber could teach me shit. And y'all can beat that out.
Dead or alive.
Oh, now she want to talk a bunch of shit. No YouTuber can treat her tell her shit. You don't even know how YouTube works. This is wild. This bitch. Locked and loaded. Thank you for the poop. I appreciate you. Mega Black Essence says, I don't see her nothing like Samuels. They aren't. They just wanted, just because she took some of those talking points, but that shit ain't nothing like Kevin Samuels. She want to come out and bring up dumb shit. Has he ever interviewed transgenders? He wasn't a dating show, so why would he? And maybe a transgender did call in. Now they just got to come on your show and look like a fool because it's a clown show. Unless it's improved. Fa said she completely stole Kevin Samuels' show and structure, but you get mad when you're compared to him. You saw that face she made. She does get mad. She don't like that at all. Well, why don't you make it your own? Because you definitely haven't differentiated yourself to, it's a clown show. It's an absolute clown show. She don't even have any standards. She don't even have anybody to, allegedly, I don't watch it anymore, to vet people before they come on. She allows them to do and say whatever they want to. Like, it's just a free-for-all. And she thinks that shit is cute. But clearly they think it's cute. But these are the same people that can't discern yada, yada, and yada. Chris Cross, thank you for the silver star. I appreciate you, boo. Squeegee Kid, thank you for another 5. He said, every time they ring that stupid bell, a new Kendra baby moms is made. I guess that's what they do on this show. I cannot. Somebody just said Kendra act like she wasn't just losing her wig 2 Super Bowls ago.
How you gonna take jabs out of that man?
I was thinking, I'm not taking jabs at him, but I want you to understand that this is no diss to him, RIP. But sometimes I do got to talk my ish because you're not going to take away the 25-year career that I have put in for this moment. That's right. And that goes without saying. I understand the power of social media. I will agree without me doing my dating show, it doesn't lead to Oprah in that magnitude. But also, Oprah, I'm not leading to Oprah if I don't have all the other accolades. Right. They're very much aware of all the things I've been doing for the last 25 years. I've had several radio jobs. I've been on CNN, BET, E, to name a few. I mean, the list literally goes on. So I just don't like the comparison because I feel like you're minimizing my resume, and which got me here. I am a journalist, and when I'm doing interviews,
You comparing me to Kevin Samuels is minimizing my resume. I am a career woman. You need to focus on my career. I've been doing this for 25 years. It's not the same thing. A second ago is, did he interview transgenders? Did he interview this? Did he interview that? Nah, because it wasn't a dating show, sis.
CNN, BET, E, to name a few. I mean, the list literally goes on. So I just don't like the comparison because I feel like you're minimizing my resume, and which got me here. I am a journalist, and when I'm doing interviews, that's what I'm doing. And all accolades, before I used to interview celebrities.
That's what journalism got you, asking the same 6 questions and you still don't know them by heart. That's what a journalism degree got you, girl.
I never won a Grammy. No one ever said I could tell someone how to get a record deal. I literally can put you in a position to be a star in that arena because of that 20 years of interviewing people. And I think you guys could say the same. You have the resources. You interviewed enough people in that category. But no one's ever said, well, you don't have a Grammy. Oh, you don't have an Oscar. But then all of a sudden when I'm interviewing single people, oh, you're not married. As in if being married makes you qualified to be a relationship expert. When we have witnessed in our own eyes, sometimes the wrong marriage could change your whole life. Marriage is not.
You're not a relationship expert. You're a relationship screwer upper expert. Listen, if y'all want to, this is just the same thing as yada, yada, yada. She's going to say what they want her to hear. She's going to say what they want her to, she's going to say what they want to hear. They're going to continue to support. She's getting all the accolades. Shout out to her for all the people that think she's doing wonderful things. And because she got 10 people married, I think, or 10 people got married. But then now she's sitting up here saying that marriage isn't the thing. So which one is it? She just changed the shit to fit whatever the hell it is that she wants to say to defend herself. I'm not the same as Kevin Samuels. Right. We know. Then say, did he interview a transgender? Maybe. Did he interview poly people? Possibly, child. Maybe. What's that got to do with anything? She act like she all. Why is she all offended by that? Of all things in the world, she offended by the Kevin Samuels reference. You're not. Don't worry, girl. Most of us sane people know that you are not the same in any way, shape, or form. You're not teaching anyone anything. At least he was trying to teach people. You know, when the community don't like him because, you know, the agenda against men, specifically black men. So that's where that was going to go. But they want to support stupid shit like Kendra G because she's telling people what they want to hear. Then when she becomes yada, yada and yada, then they're going to feel some kind of way. Just like with Nicki Minaj. It's always after the damn fact. Nobody thinks about anything beforehand. Keep supporting the child. I love it. I think they should keep on. Continue on.
A badge of honor to make you a relationship expert. People get married for the wrong reasons every single day. And I support marriage. I never want that to get lost. Kyle is a good
No, you don't.
representation of a marriage that I support because I do believe marriage does work for some individuals. It just doesn't work for every individual. And we got to stop brainwashing people to believe that because that's why people get married and then ruin their lives.
That's true.
If people get married on the strength of what somebody else said, they deserve what they get. Because that's the problem. Too many people listen to a bunch of people that they don't know. Listen to a bunch of people on the internet. Listen to people with no credentials, a la Ace Metaphor, to get relationship advice. You might as well do that shit yourself. Why are you going to fuck some shit up off of somebody else? You do it. Oh, so they can then blame somebody thereafter. So you go and you're going to listen to Kendra. If you're going to the show, then the obvious thing is you must be trying to get into a relationship. Nobody said marriage. You're trying to meet whoever you're trying to meet. She ain't got nobody, ain't had nobody, been scammed, never got married, engaged once, cheated, won AB, and this who the hell it is that y'all want to listen to.
So, man, if you want more, you got to go watch the episode.
You try to do open thing for real. I just want a life partner. What's that?
But don't a lot of men like life partners?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want. I want a lady. You can have your own house. I got my own house. We even have a third house that we can meet together.
Listen, man. Congratulations on the show. You know what I'm saying? You have put in the work. We've seen it for years.
All right, good. It's over, child. Can't even believe I made it that far. You know, I can't stand that heifer. Anyway. All right. It's 8:30. Child, I gotta go in the office tomorrow. I've had enough. Plus, you know I'm hungry. I gotta get something to eat. Anyway, F Kendra. It's always gonna be F Kendra for me anyway. But I don't begrudge her success. Shout out to her. She's doing the damn thing. And she got a bunch of people following her that are the same people that are probably following Yada and Derek Jackson and Ace Metaphor. Shout out to them. Shout out to Yada Yada Yada's wife. All that money, and she opening up a GoFundMe. Maybe she can get Head Boo Bear to speak up for her, and then what if Nolan's mom started saying that she'll do appearances and do shout outs for a small fee? Child, I know, I'm silly. This is crazy. Anyway, we learned a lot today, y'all, in a little over 2.5 hours. That is enough. My head hurts. But shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that donated today. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to Wayne Lunday one more time. Appreciate you, boo. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to the mods. Appreciate your assistance as always. Shout out to the channel members. Thank you so much for your support. We'll be back on tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet because I think I got some things to do after work. We shall see. Keep the notifications on. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are normal. I see you all in